like it.
Nobody doesn't like it.
Yeah, yes.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, sorry about that. I'm not trying to delay things any more than they've already been delayed.
You're fine, man.
All right.
I'm working on something real quick.
Okay. No problem.
Can't
So
get this shit
these
to work.
bleachers look like they're made out of stone.
Yeah, we talked about this last time, I think.
Yeah,
It
they
was
are.
like the black marble
Oh,
or
that's
something.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Sorry, I just I was looking at them again, and
Okay.
Really
we can go ahead and
admiring
start, and then if we need the other map, we'll have to take like a short 10-minute break, and I'll get it set up.
Okay.
Breaks are good.
Yeah.
That sounds really
So last time we left off, you guys you went shopping, you made good friends, and you found some cool items.
Yeah, we made some good friends.
Yeah. You met a new traveling companion. Who
He's a little disappointing, but you know he likes rocks. He likes
Who
rocks
is-
a lot.
who in short order is going to have an opportunity to prove himself. And
Yeah, good thing he knows how to fight and stuff.
Oh,
That was
by the
really
way,
convenient.
before we even do that, I updated a lot of the non-player character descriptions.
Oh, cool.
Mostly the characters you just interacted with, but also the ones that I fell behind updating.
Aveam,
So check them out when you get a chance. And if you have any questions or anything seems wrong or off, let me know.
Okay.
Also, let's see. I made a quest tab.
Whoa.
I know that Joseph was probably joking when he said he wanted to check his quest tab. But
Well, too bad.
the
It
quest
made a
tab-
lot of sense at the time. Okay.
no,
I'm glad
it's
you went
it's a
through
pretty good idea.
It's a great idea.
So, like, I haven't added things like go treasure hunting in Aveam or like find Greenbeard's interplanar ship.
Oh, and look, it's got all your names on it, like for the people who accepted the quest. So if we fuck it up or forget about it, we know who to hold responsible.
Right. I've done my best to make each little quest, like, they're not going to be like the storylines, but like each little quest is going to be specifically like given to.
Damn it, John. Anyway, all right.
Who's in the background? Who's that?
What?
Who's in the background?
What? Well,
It doesn't matter at this
it's
point.
Tumblr.
That's a good question, actually. Who is that?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
Tumblr.
Is it
You know
Dexter?
Yeah, I think
Dexter,
I think
yeah.
it's Dexter.
Old man Dexter.
Oh, yeah.
you know how I found that? I typed in "goddamn samurai"
Johnny Bravo porn.
search.
Goddamn
That's-
samurai.
"Goddamn samurai,"
What'd you
and
expect,
I wanted
John?
not that. That's not what I was looking
John,
for.
after I started reading the birthday present you got for me last night, I'm starting to wonder, bro.
It's for you.
Okay.
That book is so gay.
It's pretty fucking gay.
It's
Turns out the
hilarious.
dude who wrote it.
Very homosexual.
It's cool
Anyway,
though, right?
What, Gilgamesh?
continue.
No.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. So the like the quest tab, you'll see like specifically like the Clockwork Tower.
Yeah.
Has Brakaw's name in bold, and like I don't know exactly, like probably whoever's quest it is, like you'll have to be there. Like we're not gonna do Ratatosk of the World Tree without Princess Stella. And like I'll try to use those individual quests to like further people's individual stories.
Oh, cool.
But they're also going to be like tiny little one shots that we can perform in Sigil.
Nice.
Then everybody should have gotten the items that they picked up last game. If you didn't get a description or a magic item card specifically of something, let me know and I'll send it to you. Like I had forgotten to do Joseph's scroll, but I think I got all of Daniel's. Then let's see.
Got
I
the
think that's
filter of
it.
love for Stella.
I think that's it for cleanup before we begin.
Yeah. I think
So yeah, you guys met a new traveling companion. You spent some time in Lolo's. magic item emporium in the clerk's ward. And eventually you met up with Oli, and he brought you guys into the guild hall ward, where you made it to the great gymnasium. This huge building of black marble with rose quartz and gold all up in it, and it was really pretty. You walked inside, you found this huge coliseum. You were ushered into the locker room, where you have been given the opportunity to have a short rest, and Oli is giving you guys a pep talk, and you guys have a minute where he can answer any questions you guys have before you go into your first amateur bout in the professional fighting league.
Right.
The locker room is fairly spacious. It has like a hot bath area
It's
and
co-ed.
a training area with a bunch of kung fu dummies, and it has a whole lot of wonderful gym amenities. And Oli is standing there. He's and Fibblethip is with y'all as well.
Is he gonna fight?
Yeah.
No, Fibblethip is incapable of combat.
Not with that
in fact,
attitude.
Yeah, Fibblethip requires immense protection on the screens.
Yeah.
But Oli stands as tall as the Catman can stand and crosses his arms, and he says, well, up to you guys now. Once the bell rings and you exit, there's not much I can do for you until the fight is over. But
So you're not fighting with us?
I can't. I'm your captain. I'm your essentially your organizer. But I am actually a member of the Signers Gymnasium squad, so I can't be on both.
So we'll have to kill you eventually.
If you make it to the professional league, then maybe we'll meet in combat someday. And the professional league is to the death, or to concede. So hopefully it never comes to that. But we do want you guys to make it big. So remember, in the span of the next few weeks or months, you guys need to win 5 matches. And it should be rather easy because, as the rules dictate, you guys will be going up against all other amateur teams. So remember, in an amateur bout, as much as it goes against every instinct that you have, don't be afraid to die. As soon as the match is over, you will recorporealize in the locker room. So let's see. What else? Using items, and by that I mean potions or scrolls, is really frowned upon in the amateur leagues.
Frowned upon as in we can't do it, or is it just like a dick move?
Well,
Don't let anybody know that you do it.
if you get caught, and it seems to have had a big impact on the fight, teams have been known to be disqualified. It really, at the end of the day, all it comes down to is the crowd. If you win the crowd, then your win will be considered fair game. As long as you win. If you lose, you lose. But if you win and the crowd thinks you deserved to lose, then both teams will lose. And it will happen. So let's see what else.
What about Oli? What about those of us who use magic?
Yeah, that's fine.
Right, but will it? How to put this? Well, if I cast a spell, will it be expended? Or
yes,
okay,
it will. And also, if any spells you cast before you enter the arena will be quelled when you enter. So there's no
Gay.
there's no
Pre-game.
Clark skin. He looks over at Mal. There's no icy armor of Agathis. There's no. You can do these things as soon as combat begins and you're on the pitch.
understood.
Besides that, watch yourself. the arena has a life of its own. It's known to change mid-fight. There will be hidden obstacles. There may even be neutral parties.
Or secret
Usually
doors.
doesn't happen in amateur bouts, but there may be third parties, injected into the fight for the enjoyment of the crowd. That's what this is all about.
What kind of third parties? Like lions and shit?
Lions, Oliphants, bullets. I've seen wraiths. Usually, when you walk into the arena, you will get a good idea of the sort of flavor of the fight. And I wouldn't be surprised if today is just dirt pitch. But things have been known to happen. Besides that, there will be honored guests here. This is your best chance to make a name for yourself in Sigil as quickly as possible. And remember, winners get 300 gold apiece. Losers get 100. And I think that's about it. Do your best. And don't be afraid to die.
All right, cool. All right, well, I guess you should leave the room so we can talk strategy for a little bit, Coach.
That's fine with me.
We'll make you proud, Captain.
I'll be cheering for y'all. And
We'll make you proud until we fight you, and then we'll make you ashamed.
So he puts his hand on the back of the nearest person, which is gonna be roll 1d6. Oops, roll 1d6.
2.
Okay, so he puts his hand on Mal's back and he says, "Be careful out there." And he
Before, and I know I threw it away, so I think one of them dug this out of trash.
okay, yeah, just throw it away. Cool. My cats are digging through the trash to find their food cans to lick them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So Ollie walks up to the door and he raps on it, and it comes up a little bit. And as he walks out, you guys catch a little bit of what's going on outside. The roar of the crowd has intensified. It seems to be growing fairly exponentially. It sounds like the great gymnasium is almost completely packed full. And you hear a little bit, a very small bit of the announcer's voice as the door is going down as Oli is leaving, and it says, "But fear not, even though the amateur team was mysteriously discovered dead in their locker room, we definitely still have a show for you.
Oh,
Because this will of the one team is definitely going to prove themselves against a crowd favorite." And then it's to close, and it murmurs to a halt. And once the door has shut, you're fairly impressed by the sound dampening material in this slot.
We forgot to ask him if we could stabilize and or revive dying teammates. Whoops.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But go ahead and talk strategy. We'll say you guys have had an opportunity to take a short rest. So if you have new magic items like Joseph's
Big belt.
belt of dwarven kind, or Daniel's new cursed blade, then you are attuned to them. So be sure to take that into account whenever we're fighting with your numbers and stuff. But yeah, take a
Can we
moment.
also retroactively, I guess, to some degree, say that during that attunement process, I spent the hour to bond with my weapon?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
The most cursed sword in the universe.
It's your best buddy now.
I think the most important thing is to figure out what our team name's going to be.
Yep, that's what we were really looking.
Is that the strategy you want
Over
to
the
discuss
past
for Cole?
20
Yeah,
seconds,
that's
we've been
what
thinking
I
really
was
hard
getting
about
at.
it.
Daisy Reed, you actually haven't grown a belt yet because a beard yet because even though you're attuned to the belt, the beard comes 50% chance at the beginning of the day at dawn.
Yeah.
So
Dawn. From dusk
Dawn.
till
We good?
Grow a beard.
We good.
dawn.
All right.
But yeah.
So
Yeah.
talk strategy because I out of character I'm going to use this opportunity to try to kill you all because there's no consequences.
Guys,
yeah,
we
there's
should
no
try to hit them with our
consequences.
swords.
The team that mysteriously was discovered dead in their locker room. I'm sure that was just a strange coincidence.
Yeah.
How about you guys try to hit them with your swords?
And I'll use some magic.
yeah,
or
you
a
do
club.
that.
How about the bards inspire us and
Okay.
we stick
Yeah, I'm a
together,
lover, not
not
a
get
fighter.
too far apart because, well, maybe not too close together in case we get AoE.
Everyone stay within 30 feet of me at all times.
Alex, I know you have thaumaturgy as well as I do. If we have some spare time, we should try and use it to win the crowd.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Big booming voices.
That could be very useful. That's true.
Yeah, that's like a built-in megaphone, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna slay shit and on a lot.
Yeah, just I guess hit the bad guys. He never really told us if there was like a safe word, if we was like, please don't kill me, or if there's like, if the only way out is to be dead.
Bitch.
Yeah, we should always consult the crowd. If someone says, please don't kill me, we have to point our fingers out at the crowd and then
Say, are you
live-
not entertained?
yeah, are you not be entertained? And then we kill them before anyone can say anything.
This is some great strategizing we're doing here, you guys.
Anyway, you
All they
guys,
have to do is say,
everybody listen to me for a second. This meeting is about us choosing a real name
It's gonna take a
for
while.
the team. Okay?
You don't want to be the Thunder League anymore.
Someone said that we couldn't be the Thunder League. I don't remember who, but
Someone did say that.
yeah. Anyway, we can't be the Thunder League anymore because it's already been
What
done.
about
before.
the Thunder Men?
What about the Thunder Cunts?
The Thunder Cleans.
Guys,
There's already a
Look.
logo for Thunder Men.
you guys are lucky because I had a professional come up with a bunch of good names for us.
So you have a piece of parchment. Is that?
Yep.
John,
So
go
I
for
pull out a piece
originals.
of paper. And I can say,
Good thing
I say
barbarians
to everyone, I look around and I say, here's some names that I came up with that I think would be really good
30
for our
seconds.
team. I think they will strike fear into our enemies, and then they also kind of do a good job of defining us and our imposing personalities. Are you ready?
Do it.
Go ahead.
I can't hear any of you guys. My volume is at 0.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Oh, I had to turn my volume back up. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Did you hear that whole thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do the names. Do the names.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, without any further ado, here I go. I'm going to go down the list, and if you just kind of take notes of the things you enjoy, and that'll be good, okay?
Do it.
So, anyway, here's a strong one that I like, the Planeswalkers. It has a kind of a nice ring to it. We also got,
So I have to veto that first one
yeah.
because unfortunately because planeswalker is like a common phrase in Sigil.
Well, we're
Yeah,
common.
we don't want to
People
get
are
on
common,
the
the
wrong
people
side
are
of
common.
Jason Chandra.
Well, I mean like it's it would be like
There's plenty more.
Thomas, he has like 75 of these. So
There's plenty more.
Yeah.
I
You don't
agree
have
with you.
to
I know what you're
release them.
saying, but like,
all right, never
Don't
mind.
worry.
Go ahead.
Unfortunately, there's no way we'll ever be the Planeswalkers, Thomas. Just too many good names. I'm just
That's true,
yeah,
though.
he's lowballing himself. Just wait.
Go for it.
so. All right, so we got the Planeswalkers. We got the Warp Riders. We got the Orochi Shitstorm. We got Red Asphalt 3 is a good one. We got Mao's Pleasure House of Unprotected Fully Penetrative Intercourse.
I like that one.
Yeah,
I like that one.
we got Southern Justice. We got Brain Power. We got the Tenacious Z-Bags. We got the Click the Dicks. We got Iron Eaters. We got Generosity. We got ABBA, which is an acronym that stands for Amazing Battle Babes of Awesome. And then we got the Clit Walkers. We got Krill Switch Engage. We got Morgan and Morgan. We got Evil Army. We got Hellzone Grenade, and we got Hellzone Grenade. And then we got Chrysler. We also got the Die Harders. Then we also have the Die Harders and the Interplanal House of Pancakes. And then we also got Tiger Mafia. And then we've also got Dynamite Rave. We got the Fandelvian Aurochs. We got Mobius 8. We got Fight Sauce. We got the Skylanders. We got
I think that's copyright.
Shut up, dude. We got Stinky Pete. We got Quarter Chub. We got
Ooh,
Soft
Quarter Chub.
Tacos. We got Stella's Gilded Hall of Flying Burritos. We got one of my favorites, Rift Fox Equinox. We got Deep Impact. We got Carmageddon. We got Serial Velocity.
Are we halfway?
Yeah, we're getting there, man.
Almost.
We got the Double Fisters. We got Fight at the Roxbury. We got
Ooh.
Liquid Snakes. We got Nightlight Savings Time. We got the Lost Miners of Fandelver. We got the motherfucking Judas Priest. We got Gangrene Gang. We got Fight 'em Up Kids. We got Smashed Potatoes. And then we got UFC, which stands for Ultra Fun Chums. And then we got Damage Incorporated LLC. Because we were Damage Incorporated once before, but we were never an LLC, so that it makes it different.
Yeah, you want to limit liability.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we definitely do.
Christ.
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah, no matter what you guys are, you're definitely LLC.
Yeah. And yeah, shout out to Stella Artois for helping me come up with some of these great names that we have come up with. We worked really hard on this.
Brainstorm.
Here's the name of the game then. John and Justin came up with a list of names, so it's going to be up to everybody else to vote on which name they want, and you must choose a name from that list.
Yeah.
So John and Justin, I feel it's fair. You guys don't get votes.
All right.
And Alex and Daniel and everybody, you guys all get votes. So,
Can you
And I'm
publish
thinking-
the list?
Repeat the list?
No.
Yeah,
No,
I'll read over it again.
So let's just spitball this up. What
The Gangrene
names?
Gangs. I like the Gangrene Gang.
Yeah, I like the Gangrene Gang. I would probably
I
vote
like
for that.
Clit Walkers.
Clit Walker is
Walker
pretty
is
good,
certainly
but-
top tier for me. Interplanar House of Pancakes also.
I was gonna
Very
say
good.
out of character,
Interplanar House of
partially in
Pancakes.
character. Interplanar House of Pancakes is it's hard to pass up. We could be the interplanar horde of pancakes.
Interplanar House
If that's
of
not on the list, can't do it.
You're right. Yeah. All right. Well, it might be Pancake Town.
Yeah.
Alright.
What are some other good ones?
But
Yeah, there
Yeah,
were a
hard
lot
to
of-
remember because
Damage
Incorporated
Add them all
LLC.
at once.
Mhm.
I'll type them all out for you.
Just
One
take
by
a
one,
picture
John.
and link it in the chat.
No, he's going to start from the beginning. He's going to type them out one by one, and when we're all getting slaughtered, he's still going to be
Yeah.
typing.
This is how the other team died, you guys. They just waited until they came up with the name, and then they were all like starved and stuff.
Yeah, and remember, you guys, as much as you guys are your own entity, you are representing the will of the one.
Oh, that's true.
So remember,
Mal's Pleasure House of Unprotected, Fully Penetrated.
I
remember,
like we're at Asphalt 3. I like that we're the
if you
sequel.
realistically want this name to stay past one or two fights, it's going to have to be something that your leader and remember that whether you like it or not, this team is led by Oli. He's gonna have to agree to it. So I'll let you guys. I'll let you guys do
He'll have
whatever you want.
to, how can he agree if he's dead?
He's not dead.
Stella.
Yeah, that's out of character from you, Stella.
Rocks fall. Anyways,
I was talking to God, you guys.
what do we want? We want Interplanar House of Pancakes LLC.
I think John's actually making some headway.
You know, I actually liked Warfighters. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's a really good sword album.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's a good metal album. Yeah, Krill switch engage. Morgan and Morgan. For the people!
Fight for the people, man.
Oh my
What are we
God.
thinking?
I don't know. I'm just watching John do this. I'm sorry, but
Yeah, the sooner we decide, the sooner we get to fight.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm kind of skimming. I'm only choosing the best one.
Chrysler.
Yeah, the best ones like Chrysler.
Look at damn.
Did anyone see any good movies lately?
We
Not
watched
F8.
we watched Robot Jocks last night. Justin.
The Die
Oh
Hard.
yeah, that movie's great. I mean, it's like that's the one with the robots and they
It could
fight
be
because they
Tiger
got-
Mafia. I don't know if Oli would take offense to that.
Yeah, is that racist?
No,
It's
it's not
towards
racist,
furries.
and Oli would fucking love it. So I will vote
It's
for Tiger
racist towards
Mafia.
Rakshasas, I guess.
Yeah, but who gives a shit about that?
I don't.
I don't feel comfortable being referred to as the Mafia.
Oh.
They're no do-gooders.
You've
Who's
never
the
been.
man?
Neither do Wells.
Never do.
Well, there's some mountebanks.
Now Stinkfist I can get behind. I
Quarter
don't-
Trap LLC.
Next one's a long one.
Oh my God.
I think I'd be alright with Tiger Mafia. Stella's
Rift Fox Equinox.
No, is this not like in a document on your computer?
I'm sure he wrote it down
It's
by
just in
hand.
texts.
Yeah, we just texted back and forth coming up
Oh,
with
jeez. All right, what are we thinking? The Die Harders and the Interplanar House of Pancakes. Is that all one?
Well, you know, it could be both or it could be one, you know.
I also really like Serial Velocity.
Too many choices. I vote Tiger Mafia.
All right, we've got one vote for Tiger Mafia. How about
Ooh, Fight at the Roxbury.
how about Joseph? Joseph, you want to cast a vote?
I'm gonna go with the Gangrene Gang.
All right. Daniel?
We're gonna get one vote for 4 different things.
Yeah, we're at a test here.
Yeah, we're looking for a plurality.
Yeah. I defer currently.
Okay. Kevin?
Let's see. Morgan.
It's not.
Daniel, you can be the decider.
This is not how we succeed in the arena, you guys.
So
My
I've got
color says Morgan.
Yeah,
I don't
Morgan and
know.
Morgan.
Green Gang and
We're a
Tiger
cohesive
Mafia.
unit.
That's right.
They're
Or
all-
fourth.
Out of those, I'm just gonna go with Tiger Mafia LLC.
All right. All right.
Alright,
We're
we're
gonna do
Tiger
that.
Mafia.
All right.
Ollie
We
will
can always
like that.
change it later.
It's true.
Yeah, we'll come up
We
with
can be
more
a new
names
team
and we can
every
vote
time.
for it later.
It can be a new
Guys-
team every time we fight.
Yeah, you guys are a limited liability company, Tiger Mafia.
I'm not.
Tiger
All
Mafia.
caps. LLC. All right. So as you guys seem to come to some consensus, you hear even inside your secluded chamber a loud gong. You know, that bell ring. It almost sounds like the same bell that rang when you guys were in the Whole Note Inn, which is a little eerie. But the door begins to rise. And you hear the announcer somehow has already adopted your name, and he says, Please welcome to the Great Gymnasium for their first arena combat. Make some noise for Tiger Mafia LLC. And the crowd just goes fucking nuts. Like,
Yeah.
How do they know?
and you guys gradually make your way up to where you see yourselves. And I'm gonna say, let's see, you guys see the line of columns right here that has spawned. Let's see.
Those just raise up out of the ground.
They have risen up out of the ground. There are also two larger columns in the center of the room. The columns are 30 feet high, and you can see that the smaller ones are 2.5 feet in diameter, and the larger ones are about 5 feet in diameter. So they can provide half.
Can we share space with the column?
Well, no, you cannot share a space with a column. Now, the larger columns you can share spaces with because they're like, in the middle of 4 spaces.
Okay, that's what I meant. The large columns.
Yeah. The smaller ones you're going to want to stand behind.
Okay.
So you walk out into the arena, and you guys are now free to position yourselves anywhere to the left of your row of columns. The roar of the crowd is almost deafening. As you guys ascend, you see that this place is packed. There are even people here. There are all races have come. It looks to be you met with Oli at peak, so it's late afternoon now, and you see that the audience is very well lit. You can see them all very clearly. The inside of the Coliseum seems to be like the pitch seems to be currently dim light. The arena has organized itself into this series of columns, and the dust, as you walk, you see the dirt is kicked up into the air and sort of mingles with the dim light. You guys make your way, you take your positions, and
Can we start taking our positions now? Is that...
Yeah. Go ahead and position yourself anywhere you want.
So I'm gonna go down here, and I'm gonna go ahead and use my. It's still dim light, right?
John, anywhere to the left of the columns, John. Yeah, it's dim light. You guys are in dim light.
So I'm gonna use the thing that I got, the one with shadows. And kind of step through a little. Just kind of step into a shadow and go invisible.
Step into my shadow.
So as you see, you guys have a fairly good idea of where Mal was until suddenly she's not. The crowd is, I must reiterate, extremely loud. It's almost hard to hear each other. You can all see each other. You're taking formations near each other. You're bouncing back and forth, pretty ready for combat.
Can I hide? Actually,
yeah, go ahead. If you have somewhere you can hide.
I'm hiding behind the pillar, right?
Yeah.
Does that count?
It's dim light. It's half cover, so yeah, you can hide behind it.
Okay, I tried.
Okay, as far as you know, you're pretty hidden. Let's see, John, you can't be over there.
I also hide behind this pillar.
I was trying to do the thing, like, how do I make the arrow generate?
It's,
you have to click the ruler.
Ruler on the left.
Do I hide real good? Because I think I hid real good.
Yeah, you're hidden behind a pillar as well. So the princess and the bard hide behind some pillars. You guys look around in the Great Gymnasium. You do recognize a few faces. You see on the highest floors of the audience, where things seem to be very well designed, and there are less people up top because you must pay good money to be up there. You see some figures that you recognize. You definitely see in the major chamber at the center here, right up top, very north center with the golden flag. I will introduce you to Shemeshka the Marauder. You
It's
see
a
this.
fox.
You see this mysterious fox-like figure. She is seated in a like a booth, and you see a number of wispy-looking tieflings, 3 or 4 or 5 of them, running around, attending to her comfort. One of them holds a huge mirror in which Shemeshka regularly views herself and adjusts her clothing and jewelry.
She's like preening, kind of.
Yes. Inside that same booth, you see a number of people who look extremely wealthy. They wear lavish jewelry. They're eating, or they have been presented fine food. And notably, on the south corner here, on the south pitch, there's another major booth where you see your favorite person in the world, Sister Persine.
Hey!
She is sitting alongside there's 2 chairs. She's seated in the one to the west, and standing behind her is your coach and captain, Aveam. In the other chair is noticeably empty. As you remark this, the announcer begins to come. His voice reverberates and echoes throughout the stone of the great gymnasium itself. And he says, have we got a treat for you, cagers and Burks, ladies and gentlemen? Today is going to be a little different. We regret to inform you that the opponents, the amateur team from the Carpenters Guild, has been discovered dead, slain, throats cut, bodies burned in their private chambers. And so, things happen for good reason here in the great gymnasium, and we can present to you last season's champions, your favorites, and the crowd goes fucking nuts. And at this point, you can hear anything that you guys are saying to each other in any way.
Oh, can I I know that they said that like we couldn't like cast spells and stuff that would like buff us or last or anything.
Yeah.
Does can I like pre-inspire people, or would that probably go away too?
10 minutes.
Right, but
well, no, he's saying so. Like, the fight hasn't started yet, right?
Yeah, the fight hasn't started yet.
But could I inspire people? Because it lasts for 10 minutes and it's not like magic. But I
We
don't know
also
if that's,
have
like,
to be able to
too
hear
dangerous.
you.
Yeah, definitely. They would need to be able to hear you, Justin.
Okay.
And no one can hear anyone right now. Over the roar of the crowd, all you hear is the announcer shout 2 words.
Do I see where? Do I see? Sorry. Do I see where the announcer is?
No, you don't.
Okay.
Yeah. You've yet to see the announcer. His voice seems to come from everywhere in the stone of the gymnasium itself. And you hear 2 words. None of you speak Orcish, so you don't recognize them. But he shouts, "Aveam, Aweukome!" and the crowd just goes fucking ballistic. And you see a number of people. The other side begins to rise.
Oh no!
And you see a number of fighters who seem oddly familiar.
Yeah.
Begin to step from the eastern chambers and take positions. One of them you do not recognize.
He's got a sweet top hat, though.
He has a sweet top hat, so you're pretty sure you know who it is. There was an undead.
He's the turtle from the front cover of the chocolate turtle packages. Oh, he's not actually.
What?
And so the dapper undead cleric that you met only a few hours ago
Oh my god.
has donned a suit of armor, most likely to protect himself from any sort of light that might affect him while he is in the arena, but also he looks pretty prepared for combat. He's drinking tea and holding his cane, and every now and then, like spurts of smoke and industrial spew come out his back.
What the fuck?
He moves in a sort of disjointed mechanical fashion, but the crowd seems to be fucking loving it. And as these guys begin to ascend, you see Crag Bearson. He waves at you all. He seems incredibly excited to be part of this. You see the Drow. She takes a broom from her back and she begins to straddle it. The academic that you have seen, he takes a step forward and seemingly disappears.
Neat trick.
And the tiefling Keeks, who you have seen immortalized in bronze statue in the Champions Lane, she as well disappears. The Dragonborn takes a step forward, and you can no longer really see him. He's taken half cover, but you know where he is. And we are all going to roll initiative. And before you do, make sure you click your own profile. You click your own icon. That way, when you roll initiative, it places you on the map.
I'm not clickable for. Oh wait, I have to.
You need to switch back to your
yeah, I gotcha. Bloop.
Allow me to make some rolls of my own.
Let's start those basketballs, baby.
Oh no, not the basketball.
These ain't no basketball fight, bro.
Basketballs now.
Yeah, this is a gymnasium. This isn't where people play basketball.
Where should I? I'm gonna web. The first thing I'm gonna do is gonna web. Where should I web?
At this point, unfortunately, none of you can hear each other over the roar of
You
the
can't
crowd.
metagame in or out of character.
Oh,
If there were any way to communicate with each other, surely you would have figured it out by now.
Yeah,
There we go.
I can talk to you guys, but you can't talk to me back.
That's
So
definitely.
I just look at Mal and start making the jerk off motion. Maybe he understands that's web.
I'm not looking at you.
Sorry, House of full penetrative.
I'm not. I'm focused on the enemy team, and you're far enough away to where I wouldn't be able to see you. Not in this dim light, bro.
It's so dim.
So dim.
Look at my sweet initiative roll compared to everyone else's.
Yeah, you did pretty good.
Get
I did
outta
okay
here.
the first time, but it wasn't tracking because I had the ruler tool in my hand and I didn't know it. So
Pretty
fuck
harsh,
me.
man. It's
Dude.
okay. We can't all be the best.
I mean, you
It
rolled
was-
a 15. You can edit your own number.
It was a strategic.
Double-click it.
I'd like
Okay.
to think it was strategic.
He's just.
I mean, I'm not the DM, but
I'm in no hurry.
pretty legitimate.
Yeah,
Jameson strikes me as a guy who takes life at a slower pace. You know.
Yeah. I'm old.
That's right.
Maybe you can tell us about the stone bleachers while we're all dying.
Stone?
All right.
I love
So-
to talk about stone.
You're stone cold out of luck.
As you are all taking your positions, and the other team seems to be taking theirs as well, the loud gong resounds, and the announcer only says one word. He shouts, "Begin!"
So-
Shit. Oh
And
yeah.
Dizzy Reed, it is your turn.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. And then let me get my ruler out.
Ooh, cool.
Can you see him from there?
Yes. Anybody who's not invisible. Well, actually, you guys have. It's dim light.
Right.
I have dark vision up to
you have
60
dark
feet,
vision,
so
yeah.
we're good. I will shoot a web.
At whom?
I'm going
Or where?
to center it. It's going to be a square that goes from. Here. I'll just shoot the spell. I'm going to shoot a web from my staff. The staff of the adder thing that I have, snake staff,
The spider staff.
or it's spider
Oh,
staff.
the
sorry.
adder, that's mine.
Yeah. So I'm gonna cast. Yeah. Here's the web. So it's a 20-foot cube full of web. And I will draw it.
Dude, this song rules.
Yeah, this is some good music, man.
Oh yeah, I hit like down all the way. I need to turn it up.
Right there.
All right.
Ooh.
You thrust your black spider staff forward, and a giant mass of web like shoots itself, launches itself across the Colosseum.
Yep.
And it lands exactly there. You see the armored man and the dragonborn are definitely affected.
Oh.
They are immediately in the difficult terrain. Let's see.
Yeah. The spell save is 15.
Okay.
To see.
So each creature that starts its turn in the web has to make a dex throw. On a failed save, they're restrained, right?
Yep.
All right. Would you like to do anything else?
I will give. Remember to use your goddamn bardic inspirations. I'm gonna give an inspiration die to. Well, actually, no. Hugh's got. Well, Hugh.
I'll be a little nice. Remember, your allies cannot hear you.
Yeah. Oh shit. Okay. Well, never mind.
So if you want to give somebody inspiration, you better do it like literally in their ear, within 5 feet.
Just singing, screaming into their ear. Can you inspire yourself?
I'd like to think that they would have to follow you around like, you're the best! Just keep doing it!
Yeah, just like screaming into his ear.
You can definitely do this!
In that case, I'm done.
Okay. All right. Then it is Thrain Nightrain's turn. The first thing he does is he slams his hands together and he thrusts them forward. In an obviously arcane or divine sort of way.
But he's a robot! That's impossible!
He's a zombie.
Fuck.
Yeah, he's a zombie, is what he is. You see the web immediately dissolves.
Aww.
Good thing I have more charges of the web.
Yeah,
Good thing he's got more spell magic.
I don't know. Can you clear that? Swear yourself. I just tried to clear it and it didn't clear.
How do I? What, do I just select it?
Just try
Yeah,
selecting
use
and
the
delete it.
pointer, click it, and hit delete.
It might be a stronger spell than we had originally believed.
Yep.
The armored man then takes a few steps forward. He makes he moves 25 feet to behind the pillar, and that's his turn.
But we can't hear it. We can't hear that he's making robot sounds.
Right.
It's implied.
It's all,
But you can see it.
yeah.
Immediately after, you see the Black Dragonborn, Risk. He's hidden, halfway hidden behind the pillar, and you see him slowly begin to rise higher and higher. He holds his hands out, and he sort of like beckons the crowd, and he begins to float into the air, flying higher and higher.
Can you take me high?
Eventually, he is 35 feet in the air, hovering above the pillar. He floats forward, lands on the pillar, and he sort of flips his hands from behind his head, and you see goggles land on his eyes, and they glow green, and that is his turn.
Oh, ball sack.
Mungus, you're up.
Interesting. Alright. I am going to move up here, I guess. And then that's 20.
Yep.
And 30 gets me there. I guess I'm gonna actually fuck that. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna start back here.
Mhm.
Take this and just double my movement. Take no action. Run up to here.
Okay.
And I guess that's that.
I'm ballsy.
Okay.
I'm a stud.
Q, when you reach here, the ground underneath you begins to give way.
Oh god damn it.
And need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Good old +0. Come on now. Hey.
Hey.
You fall into the pit.
Aw.
Oh, damn it.
The ground underneath you gives way, and you immediately fall what seems to be 15 to 20 feet, we'll say 20 feet, directly down into a pit. You notice that the pit is full of bones.
And tigers.
You are going to take, since you fell 20 feet, falling damage, 5e. I think it's like a certain amount of feet per...
Yeah, it's per 10 feet. I think it's... I can't remember.
1d4 per 10?
Yeah, it's 1d6 per 10 foot.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Up to a max of 200 feet. So you are going to take 2d6 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, shit.
Right. You take 6 bludgeoning damage as you land on your feet, ever vigilant, in the pit. And you notice that you are going to have a difficult, but possible, difficult time climbing out.
Good thing I'm really strong.
Yes, you are. Stella.
And very...
You see Hugh valiantly charge towards the enemy, his new weapon in hand, and he the ground underneath him, and he falls down.
Oh no!
You can no longer see him,
Okay.
and you decide it's time to act.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna move up here, and I'm going to cast Fairy Fire.
Nice.
And it's got a range of 60 feet, but it's a 20-foot cube.
Yes.
So I can like stretch it a bit, and I'm gonna draw the shape.
There you go.
I think every square is 5?
5 feet.
Okay, so I'm going for that. And they have to make I think it's a dex save against 13. So there's 2 guys in there.
Man,
Is that
Or can you see that? The little square?
Yeah, I can see it, but it looks to be 25 feet wide.
Oh, whoops. How do
Yeah,
I...
it should be a square rather than a rectangle.
Yeah, there we go.
See if you can delete the first one.
I don't even know how to do that.
Delete.
How do you delete stuff? I probably should have figured this shit out.
Select
You
it
press-
and press delete
press
on
the-
it.
I'm just
Just
making
drawing
smaller
more.
squares.
You need to select your arrow tool.
You press and hold Control Alt.
All right, and Stella,
There you go.
what color do you choose for your Fairy Fire?
Oh, I can choose? It's
Yeah.
gonna be
Blue, green, violet.
bright gold, lots of like glittery. It's gonna be like sparkly gold.
It can be, unfortunately, yeah, it's gold. Okay, so a huge burst of golden flake surrounds the area around both I'm gonna go ahead and say you cast it kind of like 10 feet or 15 feet above the cleric, because the dragonborn is 35 feet in the air.
Right.
So it explodes on them. It begins to outline them in gold. They begin to shimmer, and they shed light, and they can't be invisible. And and everyone, you see them, the outline of them. It looks to be pretty accessible.
Yeah, I'm gonna say blast them, and then I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to hide back here.
Okay. You do. As you shout the words,
Oh yeah.
you don't even hear them come out your mouth. The roar of the crowd is immense.
Oh, is it?
Bracaw, you see the princess
Oh crap.
pelt 2 of the enemies, making them easy targets.
Right. Okay, well, obviously, it's my turn to do something, but something happened to my thing.
It's wonderful.
It's wonderful.
It's a quick.
Wonderful. Hold on. Like, I accidentally opened up some crazy... Okay, I'm back to normal. Obviously, it's my turn, so I have to make a maneuver now. Let's see here. I've been thinking about this, and what I think is, let's see, the pit doesn't really offer me any real cover, does it?
Down
Well,
in
it's
the
a hole
ground.
in the
It's
ground.
literally a pit.
Fall into it, Don. You don't want to go into it.
Can I assist Daniel on his next turn? Like, if I like go to the edge of the pit, can I try to can I ready an action to pull him up?
Yes,
Or
absolutely.
assist his client?
Could he, not
Okay.
just, could he not just try it this turn, use his move action to get over there, and then try to assist him out? Or how does that work?
I'm going to.
Well, it's a 20-foot pit, so
Oh,
he
right.
can't
Okay.
unless he has a way to reach.
Yeah.
If he has a way to reach Hugh,
Got
then,
Down,
then
throw
he
your
can, then he
dick
can
down.
pull him.
Nigga, you got rope?
I'm going to rage first and foremost.
Okay.
And I'm going to move 30 feet. 30 feet over here.
Okay.
And then let me check my items. I do have a 50-foot silk rope.
Oh, shit.
I'm going
Silk.
to.
That's kinky.
Yes, of course.
Ooh.
So I've got one end, and then I throw the other end down to Coach Dano.
All right, Hugh. The rope lands immediately in front of you.
Alrighty.
And then-
Recall. Anything else?
Let's see. Is there any other type of action I can make?
I
What
give him a
I
thumbs
did a
up for
move
the pit.
action, and then
To pull
like a
something.
bonus action.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, throwing a rope like straight downward is just a bonus action.
okay. So basically, I moved and I raged, and my rage is that's a free action.
Bonus, I think.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the raging would have been a bonus action. So throwing the rope can't also be a bonus action.
Well, can
So
it be my normal action?
Yes.
I
Yes,
guess.
absolutely. That's what I'm getting at. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So I guess that's all I can really do.
Okay. Mal, you're up.
Oh,
Kevin,
right.
the first diagonal space you move is 5 feet, and the
Okay.
second is 10.
Okay.
So it's like 5, 50, yeah. So
Yeah.
It just maths it out for you on
Oh.
this thing anyway.
yeah, just when in doubt, use
I think
the
so.
ruler thing. Actually,
Awesome.
I
does it?
think it does. Actually, I don't know.
No.
We're gonna find out. 5, 10. No, it doesn't. All right.
Yeah.
We are now operating under roll 20 rules.
Yeah.
Diagonal movements are 5 feet.
Fuck it.
Yes! Yes! That's
Whammo.
Yeah,
Video game speedrunner mode.
that's useful. Okay, so Mal is going to step forward. She's gonna kind of hang around the edge here a little bit. Not too far though. As soon as she starts moving, her invisibility dissipates.
Okay.
'Cause that's the way Moon Shadows works.
Yep.
And we're going all out. Hunger of Hadar is getting put.
Oh, my man.
AOE, AOE.
Getting put. Well, it's probably going to
More
get fucking
shake,
dispelled or
more
something.
shake.
I'm going to try to keep it away from asshole over there. It's going. How about here? You see where my arrow is?
Yeah, 75 feet.
Okay. And it is a the range is 120 or 150. Excuse me. So a 20-foot radius sphere. Do you want me to draw a sphere or a cube? Because I know before we've kind of had trouble with circles.
Let's just do cubes then.
Okay.
And will you put the spell in the chat?
Oh yeah. Sorry. Oh, please don't kill me. There we go.
Wow, cool.
20 feet. Hang on, sorry.
Jesus.
Hold on. Hold on.
Hodor.
Hold on.
That's the center.
Hunger of Hodor.
Hodor. Hodor.
Let's say it's like, is that 4? 1, 2, 3. Like that. Okay, so that's where it's gonna be.
All right.
So I need to make my DC, my deck save DC is 15.
Okay. You'll probably have to remind me of that.
Okay, no problem.
So you create a dark gateway.
I open up a doorway. God of portals. Helping me out.
Yeah. It the let's see. Before you do that, as you make your way to the south of the arena,
Oh.
and you reach the wall,
Mhm.
a number of loud fanatics from the southern side, like lean forward
Uh-oh.
and cheer for you. and they sort of reach for you, and they can't reach you, but they're going fucking apeshit.
Okay.
And it catches your eye. You do see a familiar face in the audience. A full orc.
Oh.
Standing in the front row, and as you see him, he thrusts his fists into the air. And you're pretty sure that means some sort of hey, good luck.
Give him the thumbs up.
Yeah, you open this gateway into the dark, and otherworldly nothingness and unknown horror begins to spew forth inside of this warp in space.
Yeah, better save a kill spell for that one.
Spiraling, ornate, purple energy begins to like spin out from the rings, like around the void, and you see your banner unfurl above them.
Tiger Mafia.
Tiger Mafia!
LLC.
There is an eerie silence takes over the crowd.
Ooh, not kosher.
At this point, I want to use a bonus action and get some bardic inspiration.
Okay, what do you want to do?
I just want to give bardic inspiration to fuck you.
So in the silence, your voice just rings out like.
Can I do that too?
So you have you used a bonus action?
No, I haven't. Because
what about Stella?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know about Stella. I didn't use mine.
All right, so you can both take an opportunity to give bardic inspiration. Stella, who do you want to give it to?
I'm gonna give it to my man Braka, Captain Jack. I have a haiku for him.
Captain Jack.
Okay.
Go
ahead.
Oh, Joseph, you can do yours first if you want.
I was just gonna say, hey, Hugh, you're gonna do real good here, okay? I believe in you and stuff.
This is while there's just dead silence prevailing over the arena.
The crowd sees the banner unfurl, and for but a moment there is an eerie, gasping silence that takes over the entire crowd as they seem to gaze on this banner. And you all can't help but feel as though the ground for a moment begins to rumble.
I'm so sorry, you guys. I awaken mine to everybody and I say I think I have made a huge mistake.
And then your allies scream inspiration to each other, and the crowd goes fucking nuts.
Yay!
I want to know what that haiku was.
I can do the haiku. Just wait, let me pull out my fingers because I don't have it like written down or anything. Dear Captain Snap Packs, most dragons are bad and mean, but you are really, and that's
it. You
are really. I just trail off.
Yeah, but you are really. All right, and so you guys are given inspiration. Remember, you can use it on attack rolls, skill checks, and saving throws.
Yep, that's right.
Mine's a D6, John.
Oh, and also, Stella, you're level 3, right?
Yeah.
You can you can use Stella's to pump your AC when you're getting hit, or to increase weapon damage because she's a Valor Bard.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the one that John has. All right, Mal. Anything else?
Mal kind of lowers her hands and just. Okay, that's it.
All right.
So it can be +6 to attack rolls and any kind of saving roll.
1d6.
Yeah.
Right.
So pretty much every D20 roll, and you can bump your AC for like one hit or up your damage.
Okay.
Right. So Crag, the first on the other team to move. After you guys make a series of strategic movements.
Yeah.
He honestly and unfortunately does not seem to be affected by the cold of the hunger of Aweukome. He doesn't seem affected. In fact, you notice where he steps, where his feet hit ground, ice forms wherever he walks, and he turns and he takes a 5-foot step here, and he leans into the drow and he whispers something in the drow's ear.
Swiggity swooty.
And then
That's not what he's saying.
10. He goes into a rage, and he runs here, and that's all he can get to with the difficult terrain. But he makes it outside of the hunger of Aweukome, and he ends his turn holding his two-handed sword before him and just screaming. And even though no one is in front of him, he makes 2 slashing attacks in front of him, and then throws his hands up into the air, and the crowd starts going, "Bear son, bear son!" He's like, and he's definitely playing to the crowd. The drow begins her turn. Let's see.
It's a she.
Are you sure?
You just assume it's gender?
Yeah, seriously.
Triggered.
Bowie Ramon.
Print takes damage from the cold.
Oh.
Immediately hops on her broom. It begins to fly.
Oh shit.
Let's see. 30, 68.
Did she have to make a dex save, or is that no?
Succeeded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But also, I think any creature that ends the turn in the area has to make a
Oh,
dex
right.
save.
It ends its turn.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. So the drow is flying on a broom. We'll say 35 feet in the air as well, and makes it within 20 feet or so of Mal. And let's see. She's got one arm like steady holding herself on the broom, and she raises a hand into the air with the other one, and a silvery beam of pure light shines down in a 5-foot radius centered directly on Mal.
Oh dear.
Mal, you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Can do. Oh no.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I can't help that.
That's fine.
Ooh wee.
Woo-wee.
Cannot do.
Dead.
Right, I was just testing something.
No problem.
All right. You take 7 radiant damage.
Okay, gonna use my reaction to do a hellish rebuke.
Okay.
So-
Can you click that for me into the chat? Just so I don't have to look it up.
Yeah,
I
no
basically
problem.
have to look up every spell I cast.
No worries. It's a DC 15. Hang on, I'll just fucking show it to you. The DC is 15. As always.
What kind of save is it?
Dexterity.
Penis save.
Okay.
So if he doesn't have a penis, then it might be difficult.
Check your dick.
Okay, go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay. Oh, I think I have a macro. Boom!
Nice. Okay. So as the radiant as this beam of moonlight immediately lands on you, and you feel the searing pain of radiance affect you, you pull it towards you, and it engulfs in this purple flame.
Yeah.
And you immediately throw it overhanded back at her, and it lands on her. For a moment, she seems like she might lose balance on the broom, but she only loses about 10 feet of altitude. She is now 25 feet in the air.
Okay.
And she definitely took some damage.
Woo!
Let's see. Hold on. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Jameson, I can't wait for you to fucking use all your cleric powers that you've been waiting
Save
to
us.
use.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't have a lot of healing stuff. Don't worry.
Save us all.
Save us.
Yeah, they got rid of spontaneous casting in 5e. I'm so sad.
So sad.
Heals. So many heals.
Why can't I move this fucking thing? I don't know. Oh, there we go. Why can't I select what I draw?
Did you go back to the arrow and click on it?
Yeah, select move, right?
Yeah.
And then I drew this white thing and I want to move it.
Well, I guess roll 20 is sheet, man.
Fuck you. Fuck you, roll 20. Anyways.
Fun.
Essentially what I wanted to represent is that the silvery beam of pale light does not disappear. It is
It's still
still
there.
on you. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, let's see.
Does it seem like it's like? Hang on. Can you hear me? Does it seem like it's like moving with Mal, or is it like?
Mal is not currently moving, so you're not sure.
Can I do a spellcraft and see what it is, if I know what it is?
Sure.
Arcana check.
What is spell?
Arcana
What is that?
Arcana.
Can I do it since I'm right next to Mel?
I mean,
Comment.
I want to avoid, like, can I do it? Well, then I get to do it. So I'm just going to say no.
Okay, dope.
Dizzy Reed, you don't identify it, unfortunately.
Okay.
Holy shit, whatever that is. Alright,
Goddamn.
Jameson, it's your turn.
All right. I will move here. I'm gonna right. I'm gonna press my back to the pillar,
Yep.
but I'm going to face the crowd.
Yep.
Lift my staff and shield. I'm going to cast thaumaturgy. I'm going to make my voice boom 3 times as loud.
Yeah.
I'm going to shake the ground. And are there torches around the arena?
Oh yeah, all over the arena.
I'm gonna make them all burst into giant pillars of flame.
Yeah.
Not giant. They're gonna flare up.
He's a pro wrestler. This is awesome.
3 times their normal size.
And I cast Shillelagh, and I
Uh-huh.
go, "Oh me Shillelagh!" Trying to rile up that corner of the crowd for us.
Alright, you do. You see the crowd goes fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah.
They eat it up. This is why they're here, essentially.
Yeah.
They cheer
These are
for
my
you.
people.
Yeah, they cheer for you. They go nuts. And this very section, this specific section of the crowd, bursts into song. And they begin to sing like a football chant.
Ole, 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 ole.
Oh me,
Are they doing the wave?
no, they're all like throwing their arms up in the air. Some of them are like holding staffs, like sand people from Star Wars, and they're like, oh, and they've gone absolutely nuts.
Nice.
All right, yeah, nice, well done. Okay,
Thank you.
Good job.
Our enthusiasm.
Alright, is it me?
Unfortunately, it's not.
Oh no!
All right. You see, coming from the northern side of the pitch, you see a small spark of flame shoot out. Can you see my 25-foot red line? You guys see that?
Where?
No.
No.
Nope.
It shoots out from about here.
Don't see anything.
I don't see nothing.
You may need to draw. Like.
Oh, you know what? I'm drawing in the damn GM overlay. Fuck me. Hold on. Can you see this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it comes from that area, and it's like a firebolt, and it hits the silk rope, and the rope is immediately snapped in half.
No!
Holy shit!
My
Can't use that
God.
for kinky stuff.
I will let Dizzy make a perception check.
He doesn't
All right,
want
Dizzy,
to.
Dizzy, it's your turn.
Hey,
All right.
did my spells disappear?
Yeah, I
What?
asked about that. Remember?
Yeah, your spells disappear.
I
Okay.
asked Oli about that. He said yes.
Yeah, for all intents and purposes, this is real, except if you die, you will recorporealize.
All right, so here's the deal. I'm gonna cast this since I saw my fucking spell go away. So can I just make a 40-foot?
Oh, he's gonna fart.
Yep, I'm gonna cast a 40. I'm gonna make a 40-foot stinking cloud
All right.
because I mean I'm just gonna draw a square if that's okay.
Okay. Go for it.
You
Yeah,
shoot it out
squares
of
are
your
fine.
ass.
We're super happy with squares.
7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna do
Jesus.
it. Yeah.
Nice.
Nailed
All
it.
right.
Hang on, I'm not done. Let me move it real quick. I
Okay.
want. How do I grab it?
I don't know, but if you find out, please let me know.
Oh, I was able to grab it last time.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I've been able to move drawings too.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah?
Tease it.
Come on.
Nothing is happening.
No.
Hang on.
No.
I feel like you're trying to move the X-wing right now.
Yay!
You're like moving it out of the swamp. Dizzy Reed is just like
Yep.
trying with all his might.
And I will move 5, 10, 15.
All right, you do.
All right, and I'm gonna move here. All right.
Hey!
How did you move the square?
How? Okay, so I had the select mouse thing, and then I just found a place where it let me hover over, and then I was able to move it. And then you click it, and then you can move it like this even.
Maybe you have to hover over it for like a second.
Oh wow, I see. Okay, great, awesome. All
It's
right.
not very good. I wish there was like a handle. Oh, there's a handle up top, I think.
We're just
Hey, that's the rotation.
right.
I think that's the rotation thing. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you,
So I do
create,
that.
you create a stinking cloud.
Yeah.
It smells terrible.
Heavily
Rotten eggs
obscured. They can't see shit.
and skunk cabbage. Yeah. It begins to spread. It begins to fall into the pit, but it doesn't reach Hugh. But Hugh, you can definitely see this yellow, dense cloud. begin to
Oh,
fall.
by the way, this thing's like this. I'm gonna move it up so at the bottom of the since it's a 40-foot radius sphere.
Mhm.
I'm gonna cast it so that it's in the middle, so that it's a complete cube straight up. So it's gonna catch the guy on top of the column too.
All right, sounds good. So it is like 80 feet, like it's 40 feet up or whatever. So it goes in all the
Yeah. So it's a straight up thing. So it's just a cube of dense cloud, and a little bit is in the crowd too, just to be a dick about it. They can smell it.
Yeah. They can smell it, and they seem to be terribly put off by it. Only this section right here.
It's just that one guy.
They seem to be incredibly nonplussed. Let's see.
I hope it's flammable.
And and I try to yell over the crowd. It's like, you guys wanted to see some stuff? Well, let me bring you into the battle. And then I cast this big stinking cloud. Can you smell it? Can you feel the tides of war?
Nice. All right.
See, we should have been the Orochi shitstorm.
apparently so.
Next fight.
Let's see.
We change our name every fight.
We have enough.
Yep.
Yeah, all 6 fights before we get killed.
We might not make
All
it
right.
past.
Heroes
First,
never die.
The armored mechanical man begins to move. You notice he doesn't even pay a second of attention to this stinking cloud. He instead begins to march forward.
But he can't see shit though, right? He's still the area is heavily obscured.
Yeah, like in the last 3 seconds,
Yeah.
like the area has become heavily obscured for him.
Yeah.
All right, so he pops out here, and he immediately readjusts. Let's see. All right.
Oh no!
No!
Oh no, Corey!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
John, I need you to make an athletics check.
All right.
You're good at those. You're raging though, right?
Yep. I do get an advantage. Maybe it'll be enough. Let's see.
Yeah.
Hold on.
And Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, I do have. Let me see what the number is really quick before I. I'll go with a 19. I don't know. I may not be good enough, but why not? I'll stick with 19.
All right. The armored, top-hatted, caned man lunges at you, and it becomes very obvious he is attempting to shove you. You successfully push away kung fu style his arms, and you retain your footing. Let's see. The Dragon Man doesn't have immunity to poison. What's your spell save DC?
I want to say it's 15.
15. Yeah,
It's
it's the same as mine. It's 15.
It's a Constitution save. All right. The Dragonborn puts his robe over his face. Let's see. And he begins to fly.
Oh,
see.
Dickly.
He flies 30 feet forward. And he is going to cast a spell, flying through the air. All right, he shoots a firebolt towards, we're going to say, the easiest target for him is Aweukome.
Okay.
He gets a 15. What's your AC?
My AC is 18, so...
Okay. So the firebolt just it passes over your shoulder, maybe a foot above you. Let's see. And you see this black dragonborn, immediately he the yellow cloud disperses as he cuts through it, and immediately as he cuts through it, he sees you and he recklessly throws a firebolt at you, and it just barely misses you.
Yay!
Damn.
Let's see.
Emerge from the darkness.
Q, you're at the bottom of the pit, and you see this the silk rope is right in front of you, and you're about to grab it, and then it slides through your hands and hits the ground, and it has been cut in half.
Well,
you can attempt to climb out of the pit by making an athletics check, and it will climbing 20 feet will definitely take your entire move action.
alrighty. Well, that's what I'm gonna do.
All
I'm gonna
right.
look at old Huggins, and be like, "How could you let me fall?" And then he'll help me out on this, and I will climb up that.
All right. So you climb up it. You want to go west or south?
I am going to. I'm gonna come right here.
All right. So that was your move, but you still have everything else.
And then in that case, I guess I'll turn and look at this fucker who's shooting spells at my friend. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, you nerd!" And I'm gonna shoot magic missiles at him.
Into the darkness.
And then I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration. Can you use that on attack? Yeah.
I thought magic
sure.
missiles don't miss.
No,
they don't.
Let's do that.
Yeah, you don't make
No,
you don't
they
make an
don't.
attack roll for magic missiles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. How can I make that not happen? anyway, 3d4. I'll click the thing. Sorry.
Okay.
Damn.
So
Ooh.
the magic missiles, one after another, fly towards the dragon, and as they are approaching him, he dons a wicked grin, and you see him like thrust a hand into the air, and an invisible barrier of magical force like shunts in front of him. You are very familiar with this spell.
Yeah.
And they all hit the shield and dissolve.
Fuck you.
All right.
How high up is he? Out of question.
He's 30 feet high.
Okay.
And then the drow is 25. I don't really know how to notate that. Anyways, Stella.
It's still super loud, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna shoot my longbow of longbowing at the blackie, the darkie, this person.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
Racist.
Wow.
I don't see that kind
Darkie.
of
Stella, I
guess
can't believe
just
you would
didn't
call
do it.
somebody that.
You can't hear me.
Jeez.
All right. That does hit.
Hey.
So 7.
And that's it. I don't do anything else.
All right.
I'll wait in case the audience decides to be quiet to do inspiration.
The drow looks bloodied as you pelt her with an arrow. It sticks into her chest. She pulls it out, like breaks it and pulls it out, and she does not fall off, nor does she actually lose any altitude.
Okay,
but she looks worse for the wear.
I try to take cover again, like pop out Gears of War style.
All right, roll a stealth check if you want, and that's your turn.
You couldn't see me do it.
Hugh has just climbed up the pit and shot magic missiles at this black dragonborn.
Yeah.
But you are primarily concerned with the mechanical man standing before you.
Correct. So
Suplex.
I'd like to turn around and face him, and I would like to grapple. I may choose to add +6 if I'm not pleased with one of these. I just want to let that be known. So, let's see. I get an 18.
It's not
This
a
guy-
6, it's a D6.
This guy strikes me as pretty tough, right?
Yes. He is, he's pretty big. In his suit of armor, he's, like 6'8". Plus the top hat's pretty big, so it looks like he's over 7 foot.
Okay.
Fucking big.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and
Go
roll the
potty, don't kill me while I'm
1d6.
gone.
All right.
So I'm gonna go ahead and add. Yeah, I'm gonna make it a 21, and I want to
Okay.
grab this guy.
You want to grapple him? Okay, you do. You successfully grapple him. You reach out, and he attempts to dodge, but you get 2 hands on one of his arms, and you grip. You hear a very faint, "Oh, no."
Oh.
All right.
No.
So this is what I want to do. For my move action, I want to jump as high as I can into the air and then land down there in that pit, which is a 20-foot drop, right?
Fucking suplex.
And then I want to try to land on top of him as well. So
Okay.
I don't know exactly what that's going to take, but I know with my books of leaping and striding, I should be able to jump fairly high.
Make an athletics check.
Okay. Okay. Huh. Well, I get a 13 on that one.
All right, let's see.
Are you're just high jumping and then going into the pit?
All right, so you
Seismic toss.
you don't really get your footing as well as you had wished, but you feel the magical energy of the boots of striding and springing. Like the wings on the boots like begin to flutter and they spring and you launch 20 feet into the air.
Oh,
And
shit.
Shit.
you begin to fall backwards, like you sailed backwards, and you see the sky above you. You actually see a lone figure flying in the sky.
Oh shit!
What the fuck?
It must be over 100 feet above you. In the smog and dust of the Guildhall ward, you see the image of feathered flapping wings, and you hear a small voice in your head. It sounds almost like the voice of a child. And
it's
this is
click
let's
today.
see. This is what you hear.
Man, all these people can hear things.
You hear this voice in your head. And it definitely sounds like a child, so it's like, give it to the Deva, is like the first line. And it's like, only briefly you hear this, and you only hear that one section of words as you see it. And then you slowly fall back more, and you see underneath you the ground, and it begins to rush toward you. And you pull the armored man in front of you, and you land on top of him.
Did you do it, like, was it a pile driver? What was it?
So absolute pile driver.
Yeah.
You beat the shit out of him.
So he's falling. We're gonna say you jumped 20 feet into the air, and you have fallen. So 40 feet, right?
Yeah.
So what were the falling rules again? Because I can't fucking. It's gonna be 4d6. So go ahead and roll 4d6.
Okay.
It's like that Spider-Man fight where he fights Venom and he pile drives him, and that's how he wins.
You deal 16 damage, and you take 4.
Okay. Do I get to half that, or is that?
No, I halved it and halved it again.
Cool. All right. Okay. And so, does that count as
blood,
an attack?
Blood. Yeah, it's both a move and an attack.
Okay. And then
you see blood begin to pour out of the grate on the face and chest of his armor.
Oh. And then for my bonus action, I want to set myself on fire.
You do. You light yourself on fire.
Yes, Kevin.
And you are on top of him.
Welcome to Tiger Mafia.
You smash it on yourself, and you just spit a little bit of fire, and it engulfs the both of you in total flame.
Damn.
And you guys are here.
Oh, you in there?
You in there, dog?
Oh, I in there. All right.
Delete.
The entire pit lights in flame.
Whoa. Cool.
Mal.
Okay, did my hunger of Aosgard disappear? Did it get dispelled or something?
No.
No, for some reason it went off the map.
Oh yeah, my fairy fire too. That's why I asked too.
So let me redraw it. If that's okay.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't
know what happened there. I think I may have accidentally deleted it. Also, I screwed up.
Well, now because mine disappeared too. Fairy fire.
Yeah, I don't know. I screwed up and made it half as big as it's supposed to be. It's actually supposed to be the same size as the stinking cloud, but because I made a mistake, I'm going to leave it like I drew it before.
Okay, that's legit.
I want to be honest about it,
That's legit.
Okay, so now Mal is going to move. So I move here. Does the light that's on me seem to move with me?
No.
Okay, so it's just staying there?
Yes.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to get to here, and I think I'm going to do, hang on, let me look at one thing real quick about one with shadows. I think I have to use an action to use it. Yeah, use action to become invisible. Alright, so, I'm going to blast the drow. You'll Eldritch Blast, double beams. Huh. So, 26 and a 17.
They both hit.
Fuck. Yes. So,
Damn!
So I do 20.
Wow.
Damn.
All right.
26.
All right. You take no prisoners. You launch 2 Eldritch Blasts, and they slam into the drow. The first one, she seems to barely hold onto her broom, and she sort of adjusts by ducking down, 10 feet down and 5 feet to the right. But you shot where you expected her to go, and the
Yeah.
second one pelts her in the chest, and she lets go of her broom, and she falls to the ground.
Major Tom falling to earth.
Immediately before she hits the ground,
Ah.
let's see.
We don't get the chance to stab the shit out of her.
Let's see. She shifts form.
Oh. Oh shit!
And lands on all fours as a black
Bucket
bear.
of water.
Bucket of
A
water.
black bear, you said?
Wonder Twin powers.
Okay.
And seems to be rather healthy as a black bear. Let's see.
Wild shape. Okay.
But her broom falls to the ground, fairly far away from her. And let's see.
Oh no.
Is there anything else you can do?
Did I see where the broom fell?
Yes.
Where is it?
I'm gonna draw. I'll draw it for you.
Dibs. Oh, that's not good. That'll do
How about that?
All right.
That's the broom.
Oh, it's close to her. You know what? Oh wait, shit. Hang on. I need to change my health on this screen as well. I think that's I'm gonna move back here 10 more feet, and that's my turn.
Okay. Well done. Alright. What is the yellow? The yellow is the stinking cloud, right?
Correct.
Yes. The fairy fire is the
Alright.
like this translucent
So let's
looking
crack-
one.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out how to change the color, so I just drew it back.
Alright,
I think the fairy fire, like, I think it just
Crack,
it's like a
Crack
thing.
Bearson drops his sword and falls to the ground and is like,
Yeah.
Oh shit!
and he falls to the ground and he attempts to crawl forward, but before he even makes it a foot, and he falls over on his side and he is just reeling and exactly.
AoE disable spells. Suck a dick. That's all I've been doing, really.
Okay. Let's see. Give me one second. Alright, alright, Jameson. As you begin to think about what you're gonna do next to either hype the crowd or make your move against the opposing squad, you see a man step out from behind the column next to you.
Oh.
Shit.
He look like a man?
He looks like an older man. And
Jesus.
he carries a thin rapier. And but for a moment before he stabs at you, you see him click the rapier, like he clicks his thumb on it, and you see a single bead of purple liquid fall from the hilt down to the tip.
Okay.
Ooh, he's an asshole.
No, he's not, John. Take that back.
No.
He's a huge dick. All right, so he gets a 23.
That hits.
All right, so you take 9 piercing damage,
Jesus.
and you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Tell him to fuck off, Kevin.
Seriously.
Hey, is it still too loud for me to cutting words and stuff?
Yes. Until I let you know otherwise, or until you manipulate the crowd, it is batshit loud.
14.
All right, 14. All right. the world around you begins to blur.
Is this poison?
It is poison.
I have advantage on saving throws against poison. All right.
Roll again.
Yeah. Thank you, Dwarven Resilience.
Yes.
Hey!
Nice.
Hey!
You know who else has advantage against poison because of his dwarven heritage?
This guy.
Joseph Choi now.
That's
Because
me.
he's-
There's a dwarf at large.
Gotcha.
He
Cultural
appropriated.
appropriation.
Yeah.
He appropriated your cultural trait.
Yeah. Did you grow a beard when you woke up this morning?
Not today.
The world around you begins to blur, and you dig deep into the stone floor beneath you.
The stone.
And
Stone. I don't have this
open your
stone.
eyes, and you don't know. Maybe you've never seen as clearly as you do now in your life.
Wow.
Damn.
You felt it in your plums.
Feel
Your
The
amazing.
individual gray hairs on the scholar assassin before you. You see his very faintly rolled pointed ears of his less than quarter elven heritage. And it's your turn.
I didn't like that. That wasn't very nice.
No, not at all.
Fuck him.
Yeah, that threw a hitch in my plans. Let's see. Oh man, this could be cool or this could suck.
Well,
Let's see.
that's life.
Go for
Right?
it.
Okay. Let's see. I would like to. Shit. I guess that's on his next turn.
Ooh, bears. Stop bears.
Yeah.
Stop bears.
This is how we do it.
Well, I would like to hit him with my shillelagh.
Shillelagh. Bonk on the head.
Bonk on the head. 7 bludgeoning damage.
You're gonna have to roll for the attack.
Yeah.
Oh,
you need,
yeah,
you need
that's
to roll
right.
an attack roll first.
You know, maybe. If you say
Yeah.
so.
It looks good. It looks good to me. I say
Right?
we take it. Shillelagh.
17 does not hit.
Damn.
Oh no.
Damn.
So you swing. You quarter step at him, and notably, you swear where you just swung and missed. You thought he was standing right there.
I did. I
And-
really did.
And instead, he is actually standing but a few feet to the right of it.
He didn't even move.
Like a strange trick to your eyes.
All right.
What
Strange
a
mirroring.
fucking asshole.
Yeah, that didn't go well.
But that was your attack. You also have a move and a bonus action if you'd like to take them.
Let's see. I don't think I have any cool bonus actions.
And just know if you exit a square
yeah,
that's
attack of
opponent-
opportunity.
Exactly.
Unless I disengage, right?
Yeah, totally.
All right.
He fucking knows more than I do. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
What's disengage? It's like 1 square.
No, it's just you can still move. Like it's just your movement doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity. They changed it for 5th edition.
Disengaging is an action.
Yeah, it's still an action. you have to take.
If you're a goblin or a rogue, it's a bonus action.
Oh. Well,
But you're not.
I'm not. No. So.
But you
But
might
you
want
like
to
to
be.
be one.
Yeah.
But you are a dwarf with
But
Constitution
but
save
we're all
bonuses.
goblins. Where it counts. In
That's
here.
true.
That's
Yeah,
right.
in here. I don't want to give him an attack of opportunity, so I think I'll just hang out.
All right.
Fuck.
All right. Let's see.
Oosh, lady. That guy really threw a hitch in my plans. Where did they get a bonus guy?
He went invisible at the beginning.
What a cunt.
Yeah,
I
he
mean-
was a
Alright.
total asshole.
There may or may not be another one.
Yeah. He was the only one.
Yeah, I can't remember how many bad guys there were. Were there 5 or 6?
Nah, dog. There's
Damn.
there's 6.
Or maybe there's 7.
Yeah, there's
Or
6.
8.
One for each of us.
All right.
You're forgetting about Huggins.
Touche.
Yeah.
Fucking
Forgot about Dre.
All right. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
Will dissonant whispers work?
All right. This is highly entertaining, but I'm gonna help you out here.
Oh,
Damn.
hey, Keeks.
The leathered tiefling with spiky red short hair appears before you all. A bright streak flashes from her pointing finger to a point she chooses within range, and blossoms with a low roar into an explosion of flame.
I think I know what that spell description is.
Oh no!
This is gonna be fun.
Each creature in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point must make a dexterity saving throw.
Where's the point? Where's the sphere?
I bet I know where it's going.
I think it might come from somewhere over to the schmottum schmeft corner.
It is directly on Stella.
Oh, cool.
So we're talking 20-foot radius here.
That's
It hits
like everybody.
Fuck. Yeah.
It hits Jameson, it hits Stella, it hits Dizzy Reed, and it hits Mal. Everyone makes dexterity saving throws.
Bad,
Wow.
bad.
Oh.
I'm going to. I will use cutting words and give McGinnis a 1d8.
Yay!
Go over with me again how that works.
Cutting words is something that you use on enemies. You can't give it to like an ally. You.
When you see a.
Well, no. I think I see what you're saying. You're going to cutting words so that it's reduced against only.
Yeah.
Although I don't think you can actually do that for spells that do AOE stuff.
No, this is what the verbiage is. When
No, I get it, but like an AOE damage spell, I think we probably need to look this up because I think Jeremy Crawford
Also,
has
it's
talked a little
loud,
bit
so
about
I don't
this.
think you can do it anyway because it's.
Oh well, I guess
There we go.
not.
That's what I was looking for. The roar of the crowd is an immediate,
That's what Thomas
Ding, ding, ding.
like obstacle for two party, and I'm desperately waiting for somebody to figure it out. But yeah, I'm gonna let you not use up your cutting words
Okay.
because Dizzy would know that you from where you're standing, you don't even think Stella can hear you. The only person who can hear you right now, Dizzy, is Mal.
Yeah, if you cutting words, and all I'd say is what?
So
Alright, well, it looks like I'm the only one that passed
You don't get
the
blasted.
So Dizzy takes half damage. Let's see.
Yep. 66.
No, 8d6.
What? Jesus.
You're gonna die.
It's bad. Yeah.
Fireball's very strong at low levels.
Mal, the princess, and our favorite little dwarf. I'll take 21 fire damage.
Okay.
I take
Dizzy,
10.
you take 10.
Okay.
I'm down.
And not in like the very
Oh snap!
Damn.
Mal is significantly bloodied, but not down.
Alright, Jameson, you are currently at 0 health and you are incapacitated. You are not yet dead, okay?
Cool.
Nailed it, Patty.
Alright, so Keeks, she launches the fireball, and then she turns to the crowd and she thrusts an arm into the air, and they go fucking nuts. It gets even louder. Dizzy Reed, it's your turn.
Okay. I will.
Man, they're a good balanced breakfast.
Alright. Okay. Let's do this.
My favorite part of this fight was when I asked, like, the people who made these characters what they would do in this situation.
Oh shit. So we're fighting like a.
Yeah.
You're fighting my Nashville party.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you've talked to. Did you name the risk guy after that other guy from your campaign a long time ago, though? Or is that just the name?
No, that's what Chris named his character.
Fucking dope.
Oh,
Dude.
wow.
Pretty cool.
Alright, I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
I'm also gonna have them like you, and I'm pretty sure that you guys, your NPC versions, are gonna decimate them.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm gonna cast it on the. I'm gonna cast it.
Thomas.
Doing it again?
Actually, no. I'm gonna cast it on the rogue.
You're gonna
Hey,
whisper on the road?
Joseph, I have some bad news.
Man.
all right, you do. You cast Dissonant Whispers on the rogue.
It is
he immediately succeeds his Wisdom saving throw.
Are you shitting me?
Only one creature of your choice within range can hear.
It's a whisper.
I know,
Like,
right?
it's a
Hear.
it's a magical whisper spell.
You have to be able to hear
That.
it. It's in the fucking spell description.
I'll tell you this. That does make sense. I didn't mean to make it. I didn't mean to imply that. It has something to do with Aveam.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I didn't mean to imply that he couldn't hear you, because dissonant whispers, as far as I know, is like a voice in your mind. Yeah.
Right. That's kind of what I assumed.
Yeah. Yeah. So it fails, and not because of the fact that he can't hear you.
Oh.
But because of what Aveam is.
Okay.
Okay. And
He's a fucking robot.
no, he's not. He's immune to certain thing.
He's a fucking lesbian.
In fact, unfortunately, he's immune to certain thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that.
Well, I guess I just picked the wrong person.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you rolled a 1 on the d6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's not much I can do about that. But I will, since can Mal hear me?
Yes, Mal absolutely can hear you.
Hey.
Give her Bardic Inspiration.
Okay, and if the two of you would like to confer for a moment, you can.
I'll tell her the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go up to the cleric and heal him as soon as this next turn's up.
Fine by me.
Yep, I'm gonna move to here.
All right, that's your turn. The man in the iron suit. John, you are in the pit. It is flaming.
Yeah.
You are essentially, I'm going to say you are on top of the man in the suit.
Yeah.
Cool.
And
Does that mean he on the ground? Does that mean he prone?
He is on the ground and he is prone.
Okay. Does
he
he take fire damage at the beginning of this turn or the end? I think
at the end. At the end of his turn.
Oh, grappled. Okay.
He goes to grab at your leg and is making a touch attack. Melee. He's making a melee spell attack.
Okay.
He gets a 17. Does that hit you?
It does not.
All right. So he grasps at you, and you see this dark, eldritch energy engulfing his hand. And you're like, oh, no shit, no, and you barely dodge. As it grazes you, it's definitely necromantic in nature. You can tell by the smell, honestly.
Ooh.
Then he stands. And now that he is standing, he takes fire damage.
Can he stand with me having him, or with him being prone and in grapple?
Oh yeah, he's grappled, isn't he?
Yeah, it takes half your movement.
Instead, he's going to try to break the grapple. Okay.
All right.
Go ahead and roll an athletics check.
Alrighty. Let's see here. He is a large man. He's a large male.
Technically, he's a medium.
He's a medium male.
Yeah, you succeed. So he attempts to stand, and you kick him, you kick his chest, and he falls back into the ground.
Oh,
and
good.
The fire laps at him,
Oh.
and he is even more bloodied than he was before? Question mark. And you hear a very faint voice from inside the armor say, "Well, I may have underestimated you." As you hear that, you see the black dragonborn who flies above you, John. In a thing he learned from the Screets.
The Screets, the Docs of Payfo.
First he is right on top of you, and he flies over you.
Oh.
And he's flying towards his bear ally.
The bears.
But
The bears.
as he is on top of you, though, as he is directly above you, He lets loose a
Sprinkles
firebolt.
sleep dust. Oh, firebolt.
Okay.
Firebolt.
So he hits you with a 23.
Yeah.
And you take 11 fire, so halved to 5. You take 5 fire damage.
All right.
And that's his turn. Hugh.
Okay.
Is he still in the air? He's still in the air, right?
Yes, yes. The Dragonborn is still in the air. He flew 30 feet and shot a firebolt. Hugh, it's your turn.
Oh,
You're standing at the edge of the pit.
All right. I am going to come over here and say, who the fuck are you trying to fucking fuck my friends?
Slap a doo doo.
And for the first time, I will finally get to fucking swing this big boy.
The most cursed sword in the
all that
universe.
remains.
Oh shit!
Oh my god.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh man, I like that.
So 11 damage, 2 necrotic,
All right, 13 damage.
Damn.
and then I'm gonna swing that bitch again
Yeah,
for another 22.
that hits.
And that
13 damage and then 13 damage.
Damn.
looking right now.
With the first hit, she falls to a knee and looks up at you with familiar fear. You know fear very well.
Extremely well.
Yeah.
Not
With-
like this. Not like this.
With the second attack, Huggins hops on your shoulder and says, Hugh, I wonder, when she recorporealizes, will her head reattach?
Oh shit!
Oh my god.
And you slice horizontally, and you clean divide her head from her body.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Damn.
She got bisected.
Yeah, oh man. So can I like grab her head as I'm chopping it off and just like shake it above me? You know, blood everywhere. That's what I need. And just fucking yeah.
You absolutely do. In
You kind
fact,
of want to. You kind of want to fuck the mouth, don't you?
in fact, this is the first time you've ever felt this. But tasting the blood of a wizard is an incredible delicacy to you.
Yeah.
This is a feeling you have never felt. You feel adrenaline and an arcane lightning course through your veins.
Fuck yeah.
And as the blood like drips all over you, eventually you throw the head away, and it like disappears, and her body disappears as well.
Dude.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
Shit.
I hope she does spawn with her head back, though, in all seriousness.
Well, with that, I
All
end my turn.
Well done.
Well, I can't complain.
And
Alright.
for the first time, I don't take damage from that fucking sword.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
my turn. I'm going to move over here. I'm gonna move past all my teammates, and what is it? What do I need to do to switch to my like sword and shield from my bow? Is that like an action or something? Or is that item interaction? I don't really know.
Major, do you know?
Sorry, say that again.
I'm switching from bow to sword and shield if I can.
Well,
I know there's like
to
item
withdraw a weapon
interactions,
is just like an interaction, like the equivalent of a free action.
Right.
It's up to you, Thomas, to say if putting away one weapon and pulling out another.
I can
requires
drop
a
it,
full
but
action.
I'm talking about the shield. I know I can draw the sword, but I want the shield
I don't know.
if I can.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. And so for my bonus action,
Oh shit!
I'm going. What?
Oh, nothing.
Okay.
Just watch.
I'm going to use for my bonus action. I'm going to use Healing Word on my my dwarven small new best friend. I'm going to heal him a little bit. It's I don't know why that's twice. I think it's just the first one. 6, right?
Yay!
So he's back
Oh,
alive.
yeah, you're alive. And then for my action, I'm going to cast Dissonant Whisper. And I'm gonna whisper in his ear. I'm gonna go,
Hey, little mama, let me.
I'm gonna go, excuse me, you. Yeah, you. Uh-huh. Prepare to be trash talked to. You smell so bad. And I'm gonna cast it in his ear. I clicked it. Oh, wait, here we go. But I know he doesn't care, right?
Remind me again. What are the rules on casting and combat, like in melee range?
I don't think
there-
there is any.
If it's a spell attack, it's done with disadvantage, but otherwise, there's actually no like problem with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Is that a spell attack?
So
Does that count as
so-
spell attack? I don't
No,
think
he's
no,
not.
it's
He's
not-
not
no,
rolling.
it's not
He's
an
not making
attack.
an attack roll.
okay. So
Yeah.
so Jameson's health goes to 10,
Yay!
and who are you whispering at?
He goes to
I
6.
think it's just
His
6.
health goes to 6.
I don't know why it did advantage.
Okay.
I don't have it.
Okay.
You guys suck. Stop being honest.
Jameson,
I mean,
you are
I love
Jameson,
being
you are
honest.
you are prone on the ground. Your
hate
eyes
it.
pop open, and you see your favorite sight: stone floor.
Fuck yeah. That looks like dirt to me, which
Yeah.
is really just very small stones.
Dirt
if you think
finds a
about
lot
it.
of
Finely
There we go.
ground stones.
There you go. And who do you dissonant whisper to?
Oh, I'm dissonant whispering
Oh
to
my
the guy
God.
right next to me. The guy that Joseph tried to do
Oh
it.
my god.
All right. Yeah. It doesn't succeed.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, for the same unknown reasons that it didn't succeed when Joseph did it, it doesn't succeed when you do it. I will allow you to make an Arcana check.
Oh, okay. I'm good at this.
Okay. You notice Aveam seems to have magic earplugs.
Oh, son of a bitch! You didn't
All
hear
right.
my trash talk.
Damn.
All right, Brakaw.
Okay. So I'm
Then
gonna pull
Matt.
out my long sword,
All right.
and I intend to take 3 attacks with this thing, and I just want to destroy this guy. I want to attack it as fiercely as possible.
All right. Go for it.
Okay.
Reckless even?
I don't need to because I already have advantage because he's prone.
Oh, it's fierce.
So here's one. That's a
Oh,
crit right there.
Let's just stop there. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. Let's
Click
see
the little
what
longsword.
it does.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
You
yeah. Oh,
you
yep,
you
that's
thrust the longsword directly into the spot where his like this. It's a very small weakness, much like the Death Star. You thrust your sword into like the thermal exhaust armpit of his mechanical armor.
I have you now.
And you pull the sword out, and you see the armor becomes lifeless and no longer moves, and gradually it becomes translucent and slowly disappears.
Damn. Okay. Well. All right. Well, I kind of like. I don't let go of the blade, but I like fling it up in the air really high and like try to like whip all the blood off into the flames.
You do.
And I guess then let's see.
As the blood hits the flame, it crackles and pops in a way you've never seen before.
Oh yeah. I wonder how cool it'd be if I ate it. I don't want to find out. Okay.
You should roll to see if you want to eat it.
No, I don't need to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna see if I can make my way over to the sorcerer.
All right. You have to make an athletics check to climb out the pit.
Yeah.
That's gonna be your move action. I mean, you can move 5 feet and then do it. That's fine with me.
Let's see what I can get. Okay, so 24.
Yeah. You deftly climb out of the pit, and I assume you go there.
That would put me right there. Can I get? Let's see. If that's 20 feet, and then I move 5, can I still continue to move? Can I move my full stuff, or is that
climbing? Your climbing speed. Do your boots of striding and springing affect your climbing speed?
I don't know, honestly.
Oh no.
Let's see if is there a way that I could.
For some reason, my fucking internet decided it didn't want to load this damn page.
Let me check.
As far as I know, until you convince me otherwise, that's all you can move.
Okay. So I wouldn't be able to jump up 20 feet with a 24?
You do have the boots of super jump.
I want to jump.
Yeah, if you don't want to climb and you just want to jump, absolutely.
I wanted to jump.
That would be.
Yeah, you leap 30 feet into the air and
the boots of
land.
striding and springing, bro.
Cool.
And land, yeah. And we'll say that takes half your move speed.
Okay.
So
Well
you still
then,
have, what, 20 feet?
Then I just want to get to here.
All right. Remember, he is 30 feet in the air, flying.
Jump again.
I don't think I can.
All right.
All right. Well, then actually, I want to be here just in case. And so what I want to do is, if I've got 2 attacks left, I want to. I've still got my longsword in my hand.
Yep.
Maybe I'll throw it at him.
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay.
That's never gone wrong for anybody. Or can I drop it and shoot with a long? Wait, what kind of disadvantage? Well, wait, I'm a tavern brawler, so I know how to use shit the way it's not supposed to be used.
Yeah.
So how should I attack with this longsword if I'm just gonna throw it?
Tavern brawler, improvised weapon.
It's gonna be an improvised weapon.
Okay.
And so, as a tavern brawler, what do you?
Let's see.
You're proficient with it, so just make an attack.
All right.
You're proficient with improvised weapons.
Cool. Let's see what it does. How about that?
Shit. Yeah, roll for damage.
All right. Paralyzer.
So I like to imagine you jump out of the pit and you land, and the crowd goes,
Oh.
and for but a brief moment, they are silent.
Say something.
I'm giving up on you.
You chuck your sword into the air, and then you grab it like inverted, and then you throw it, and it stabs into the Dragonborn sorcerer. It deals 5 damage.
Dragon on dragon.
Then I say to him while the crowd is silent and the sword has drawn, wound from him.
Yeah.
I say, "Never turn your back on a goddamn samurai," and that's all I say.
Okay.
Cool.
Before the crowd kicks back into full volume, you hear the announcer, and he says, 2 men entered the pit, and 1 jumps out with fierce determination. And the crowd,
Real determination you got there.
the Dragonborn seems to, for a moment, his concentration looks like it may waver, but he regains his composure and continues to float above you. Mal.
Next time.
All right. Mal is going to dispel the hunger of Aweukome that's over there, so that you can cast another concentration spell in the form of darkness. Darkness. Yes. So centered on my snake staff, as I did before. Let's see, 5, 10, 15. So it's going to go like. Whoa.
By the way, I missed the bear's turn, but basically she was going to lumber 10 feet forwards and then collapse and die.
Oh.
So,
Yeah.
Wow.
so that was going to be a little like climactic and anticlimactic turn of event, but I didn't put her in the list, like the turn order, and so I missed it. But essentially, essentially she tried to stabilize herself.
Put that in the write-up, Alex. That it was
Yeah,
awesome.
remember it in the write-up that it was cool like that.
Can do, baby. All right, I think a 15-foot radius would be like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's good to me.
Yeah. So I like to think because it was like one concentration spell taken from another that I drew the darkness from the Hunger of Eoscar over to me and centered it on my staff and fucking swirled it around me like a big, scary black storm.
You know, you're kind of an asshole to the crowd. They can't see shit now.
Nope, they can't. That's true. They gotta move out of the way if they really want to get a good look at the action. And that's I guess that's actually yeah, that's gonna be it for me.
All right.
No, sorry. Bonus action. I'm gonna hex the sorcerer.
All right.
Dark metamorphosis.
And yes, I know I'm gonna fucking show my spooky symbol again.
Wait till you see my. Ooh.
Ain't even give a damn.
Yep. Yeah, the symbol appears. The stylized spiraling key fabric unfurls above the dragonborn. He looks at it for a moment, and he looks at you, and he makes a subtle he makes a subtle movement with his hands. He kind of curls them forward like this, and he taps his nose with his thumb. And that's your turn.
Yeah. Well, sorry. So with Hex, I can give him disadvantage on a ability check, so he's gonna have disadvantage on strength checks.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Yep. Hold
on hug checks.
All right. Crag Bearson, does he get another save to not fucking suck for the rest of the game?
Stinking Cloud's still up?
Yeah. So he makes another Constitution saving throw. Oh, thank God. All right, Crag Bearson stands, and you hear him roar, and he charges. All right, and he is going to swing his great sword at Rakal.
Okay.
Sorry, 1 second. I'm literally using their folders that I made these folders for all my players in Nashville.
Yeah.
Like they're all different colors and stuff, and I printed out like character sheets, like
That's awesome.
like form fillable character sheets with all their information on them.
Fair enough.
And I have like cheat sheet of all the rules and everything, because my players, for the life of me, I cannot get them to read the fucking rules.
Wow.
So like I even have like the different like ways you can cast spells and stuff.
The cone.
Yeah.
Oh man, that makes me feel better about the way we play.
And I have the fortunes that they got in Ravenloft. I had to like fucking write them down and give them to everybody, because as I was doing their fortune telling, like nobody was taking notes, and it was pissing me off. So I'm like literally moving through their folders as I fight you guys. All right, he is raging, and he is going to make, because he ran towards you. He is going to. So like I have these weird moments where I can't remember what the difference between 3.5 and 5.
Yep. I know that feeling.
If he takes a move action and he has multiple attacks, can he still take multiple attacks?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
All right. He takes 2 greatsword slashes at you, John.
No.
The first is a 21.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. So you take 13 slashing damage, halves to 6.
Okay.
All right. And the second is crit.
Ooh. No.
So,
Dead.
So you take 13 slashing damage.
Dead.
Damn.
20 total.
And then you hear his voice. It still sounds the way it did before. He doesn't change voice when he rages. And he says, "No offense, but I'm having a good time. I hope you're having a good time too. I live for this.
Craig Bears is definitely my favorite of this alternate party.
Yeah.
He's cool, man.
After it's all done, I want you to come over and you can try my brew. Alright. Aveam.
Jeez.
Oh fuck.
Oh boy.
This fucking guy.
Let's see. He disengages.
Whew.
Let's see. He takes half cover. All right. He stabs his rapier at Dizzy Reed.
Dizzy.
Wait, oh, you get disengaged with, and still take an attack? Is that a rogue thing?
Yep.
Yeah, buddy. Okay.
Damn.
And the reason why he's attacking you is because he doesn't like you.
He don't like you. He don't like you.
Asshole.
Where the fuck is he?
Asshole.
Alright. Yeah, he misses. Alright.
He misses?
He stabs at you with his rapier. And you see, as it stabs straight towards you with expert precision, it's interesting. It's not like he was stabbing to try to go straight through you. He was only stabbing to nick you. And as you dodge, you see the bead of poison that drips down the rapier. It drops into the ground, the dust beneath you, and it sizzles and begins to eat the dirt alive.
No!
Not the dirt.
Alive. Jameson.
All right.
You are currently prone.
Standing
So
up's a move action, correct?
Standing up will take half of your movement.
Oh, excellent. Let's see. Well, I'm gonna stand up. First of all.
Brush yourself off.
Boom. Let's see. I would like to do a. Oh fuck. Let's see, where the fuck is everybody?
I'm the big swirling cloud of blackness.
Yeah.
Dizzy, you're on deck, FYI.
Yeah.
I know exactly what I'm gonna do.
Nice.
All right.
That's what I like to hear. It's music to my fucking ears.
Yeah.
Let's see. Fuck, I just had
I
this.
do need to make sure I'm in range, though.
I'm going to bless. Let's see. Stella Artois.
Yay!
Myself
Mm-hmm.
and Dizzy.
All right. What blessing?
Bless.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to say, but I'm going to gesture to maybe something tucked into my shirt. I'm going to mumble some words that are very important to me, and
Words of power. I love potatoes.
well, you know, this
Hold on
time
loosely.
this time it's something like every cloud has an off-white lining. Work it. Yeah.
May the road rise up to meet you.
Yeah, you know, something similar to that, but you don't hear anyone's name or, you know, any affiliation or anything. We don't have that. So
Failed me on a lamp. Called me.
That does. I don't miss the importance of that. Well done.
Right. Thank you, I appreciate it. And as a bonus action, I would also like to cast bless on myself, or not bless, fucking healing word on myself because I'm a bitch. So,
Sure.
So
Do it.
6 isn't enough for you?
no, it's not. Great.
Not if you're from
So
where I
get
was from.
3.
Nailed
Okay.
it.
There's a sweet 3 more,
Oh dear.
Well done.
and that's it.
And would you like to move?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna have you move 5 feet down,
Okay.
just so that, like, mid-bless, you move and Dizzy can hear you.
Okay. Well, do they have to
If-
hear me? Because I think I mean,
Well, then maybe not then.
I don't think
Is
they
it-
do. No.
Yeah, I
Do they
think
not have
it's
to?
there's a verbal component, but I looked it up and it's like you can't do it if you can't speak, but it didn't say anything about them not being able to hear
You
you.
don't even need to
Okay.
be able to
Double.
hear to get healing word too, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, that is interesting. But
Yeah. That's
Magic
okay.
Yeah.
words,
Double,
bro.
double well done.
all
Dizzy
right.
Reed, you're up.
I cast Hold Person on flying guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, shit.
Put the spell in the chat if you will.
Sure, absolutely.
I appreciate it.
Risk.
So,
Wisdom saving
DC 15.
throw.
actually, I could cast it at a higher level and hold 2 people.
Do
but
it.
that won't.
All
I
right.
don't need it. Oh, and the sticking cloud goes away because I dispelled the
Okay.
second cast. I'm gonna see if I can destroy it.
All right. So he's gonna make a wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
All right. This is what happens. He fails, and he begins to lock into place.
Yeah.
And then reality seems to warp around him,
Oh,
and he
boy.
fails again. All right. Yeah, he failed again.
Yeah.
So he locks, his arms and legs lock, and he begins to plummet. He is 30 feet in the air. He
Damn.
takes
1d6 per turn.
36. Yo, do I roll it?
GM roll. Yeah, if you want to roll it, go ahead. You did it. You might as
Suck
well.
it.
Oh, well done. All right, he hits the ground. He falls prone. He is bloodied, but he's not dead. And he is definitely held. It's
Oh,
now.
okay.
What else do you want to do?
I'm gonna move into the darkness.
Okay. Smart as fuck. All right, it is now Risk's turn. At the end of his turn, he's going to make a wisdom saving throw. He gets an 18. So he succeeds, but he is prone on the ground.
Yeah.
He doesn't get to do anything. Then Hugh, you're up.
Oh boy. All right.
Time to remove another piece from the gaming table.
Yeah. I'm thinking this. I'm gonna go 20, 25, 30 to here.
Okay.
And this dude is
Risk-
real hard on the
Risk-
ground, right?
Yeah, he's prone, so you have
He's
advantage
ready.
on attack skills.
He's ripe.
He's already. He's got super advantage.
So he's
No,
dead.
you don't even need it. He's dead.
Yeah.
God almighty.
Well, I need it for the numbers. And then my second attack is
17.
gonna go to the other douche nozzle.
Yeah, Craig.
And
Yeah, that hits.
5, and then I'm no longer have advantage, but I'm gonna use action surge and just swing 2 more at him.
Fuck.
This is ruinous.
Oh my god.
Do you have any advantages on those second 2 attacks?
Unfortunately not. I mean, I can only use Huggins once. per-
Huggins once and advantage on the prone guy once. Okay, cool. So unfortunately, the second 2 attacks don't hit.
Darn.
The first attack, you stab into Risk as he's on the ground, and you hear a very curt, sharp as the life leaves his body.
Oh god.
Uh,
It's quite a guttural sound.
yeah, I learned it from Christopher Lee.
Yeah.
Mermaider.
Saruman, your
Alright.
staff is broken.
Then the second attack that hit Crag did 18 damage. So he takes damage.
17. He takes 35 damage.
No, he gets hit once.
Oh.
He got hit by that second attack.
Not the first one?
No.
The first one
First one was
healed,
the down attack.
right? The first one was on Risk, right?
Yeah, he was on the one that was on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, never mind.
All right, so you hit Crag with the second one. You see, as you slice into him, all that remains drains the life essence from him, and it swells up into the sword, and the sword begins to let out a very slight vapor as it drifts down towards the ground, and you inhale
Jesus.
as the vapor is pulled into your lungs.
Damn.
Get plugged.
Princess Stella, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna go over here, and I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on the man, that guy.
Crack.
I'm gonna do it at level 2, and I'm gonna whisper something in his ear.
Wisdom saving throw.
Level 13
DC is
wisdom.
14, right? Because
No,
it's
just
level
13.
13, jeez.
Well, doesn't it include the spell or no? No, it doesn't. Okay.
No.
Okay, he succeeds.
Okay, but he still takes half damage, so.
Okay, so he takes
7.
Sabon.
7 psychic.
7 psychic damage.
Yeah.
Inked.
All right. He takes 7 damage. All right. He's not yet bloodied.
Yep, and
Alright.
that's all I do.
Okay. Brakal, and then Mal.
Alright. I'm going for a grapple.
Go for it. On Crag.
Yup.
Cool. He likes to do that too.
Yeah, he does. Let's see. Alright, I get a 22.
Okay. He got a 34.
He got a 34?
24.
Okay.
He got a 19 plus.
Okay. I understand. Well, I'm gonna try again, I guess.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I rolled a 19 again, so 24.
Okay, well, hold on a second. I gotta click it.
You also have a bardic inspiration die. If you forgot about that.
I used it, didn't
He
I?
used it, yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Yep.
There was a moment where he silenced the crowd again, but
Damn. Okay.
unfortunately, you grab at him, and he oh yeah, good.
Alright. Well, shit. Well, for my last move, I have to try to punch him, so I'm just gonna try to rage fist him. I'm trying to punch him with my fist.
Okay.
That's all I can really do.
Yeah. You hit.
Rage fist. I bring
yeah.
my fist.
6
Does
damage.
6. Hope you like
Well done.
my fist. And that's it. I'm staying
Alright.
right there.
He's bloodied, by the way. Yeah, you throw your fist at him, and he lunges his head towards you, like he's going to headbutt you, and you like punch him square in the forehead, and he's like, "Oh, wow."
He likes
You
it.
want to move?
Let's see. No.
Okay.
I want to stay right there.
Now you're up.
And I just say, I bust you in the lip. I hope you like meeting my fist, because I'm gonna bust you in the lip.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I like it. It's good.
Yes.
How you like my face to your foot style?
All right,
Cool.
now.
Alright, Mal uses her bonus action to transfer the hex to the rogue, Aveam Melianadel.
Leonardo.
Oh, right. I don't know how to
Alright.
fucking say that shit. I
It's
moved-
straight out the player's handbook.
Oh,
It's like suggested last names for elves.
Ah.
Like,
cool.
but Erevan and Melianodal are both in the player's handbook as suggested names.
So you want to be an elf?
Yeah,
So I move
basically.
here, the darkness move with me to this point.
Yes.
And then I am going to bless the motherfucker.
Which one?
The rogue.
Okay.
17 and a 26.
Okay. Let's see. I need you to roll again for the 26.
Okay, I'll type it out.
Okay.
Plus 4 plus 3. 22.
Yeah, that hits. Second one hits.
Everything's coming up.
So
now.
both of them hit.
No, the second one hits.
The second one hits. Okay.
8 damage and hex damage, so a total of 13.
Okay. First of all, he looks bloodied.
Okay.
Second of all, the odd glimmer and disjointed perception of where Aveam stands fades for but a moment.
Okay.
You can clearly see where he is. His image is not displaced. Is that your turn?
Yep, that's it.
Okay, well done. All right, Crag. Yeah. Good. All right. He is going to.
Is he still displaced and all that shit? Can I see him clearly, or is it just a thing?
Yeah, you can see Aveam clearly now.
Can you see through the darkness? I mean, I guess he's on the very edge.
If he wants to peek his head out.
Yeah.
Hey, also, wait, so I can't use dark vision in this because this is magical darkness.
You can't use dark vision in it. But yeah, you can
Unfortunately.
peek your big halfling head through and look at him. I guess.
The only person on the other team who could have seen through the darkness is fucking dead. Let's see. Alright, Crag is going to take his first attack on Recall. And he's going to you recognize his movements, John. He's attacking recklessly.
Okay.
Wow, he crit again.
No.
Damn.
You've been crit twice now, John, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been crit 2 times.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're gonna say 13 slashing damage.
Okay. And that's already halved?
Yeah, 26 half to 15.
Okay.
You're bloodied, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's gonna keep swinging for you. He's gonna swing one more time.
All right.
Okay, he gets a 15, which misses.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. At that point, he stands his ground, and he roars at you, and you hear not the sound of a man, but the sound of a bear.
Oh, okay.
Another goddamn bear.
I know what he's all about. It's
All right,
cool.
all right, Aveam. Dizzy, as you are watching Aveam, as you are peeking out from the darkness, you see the light around him begins to shudder, and he splits in two, and they somewhat overlap, and they somewhat displace each other, and his illusion has returned.
Which one's the real one?
Illusion.
He. Interesting. He doesn't see into the darkness, so he is going to take a 5, 10, 15. He's going to move 15 feet here.
I'm gonna take an attack of opportunity.
I know I just said you can see him because like I wanted to illustrate his cloak, his displacer cloak, but like you actually literally can't see him because you're standing in the darkness.
Fine.
Don't flowery verbiage.
He might.
it's cool,
Well, how about
but
this? He might know he's there, and he could like take an attack with disadvantage? Question mark.
He wouldn't know he's leaving.
Oh, touche.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, well, no, it's not a big deal.
Okay. So he's
Just
going
my
to
life.
he's going to stab at Stella.
Stella!
What's his fucking modifier?
He needs a
All right,
17.
He gets a 15,
Nope.
which misses.
It
Damn.
would have hit if I didn't have my shield.
Well done.
Yeah.
Then that's his turn, and it is now Jameson's turn.
Yeah, Jameson.
All right.
Miss
see.
on man.
What
Yeah.
does Bless do again, by the way?
Oh yeah, I forgot. I was gonna put that in the chat here, let me throw that in there. Boom. There you go.
Puts up your attack and your saving throws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or your to hit.
Let's see. I'm gonna go 5, 10, 20, 30, 25. All right. And I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on the Bear Man.
Aweukome.
And
he gets
when
a wisdom saving throw. Is that right?
yes, I believe so. No, it's Dexterity.
Dexterity. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm going to say, let's see. It's the heat of the right now. It's the heat of the right now.
I like it. So you get all the words wrong.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
mean, no, these are the words I learned. They're
Oh.
true.
The words of power.
Excuse
They're
me.
powerful. Yeah, they're super powerful.
They're
Power
powerful.
word. Pyro flame.
All right. So, although the crowd seems to eat it up,
Yeah.
and they absolutely love
This
it,
doesn't sound good.
the crowd is still riding the wave
All right.
from when you activated them.
Yeah.
But the
shit.
He's
the,
so
the,
wise.
the sacred
Goddamn
flame,
Iron
the
Maiden,
sacred flame doesn't seem to affect Crag.
It's too wise.
Yeah, he's a wise man. You know, he's a simple man.
Oh wait,
Simple man.
damn it.
What's up?
Wait, can I roll another d4 because I'm blessed?
No.
So
That's for like when you
well,
get spelled.
the roll he's making, like what made you
Oh yeah,
fail
it's not an
his-
attack roll.
his
'cause
wisdom?
it's- Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So unfortunately not.
Damn.
But the crowd fucking loves you.
I'm glad. I'm playing the crowd here.
Yeah. And in the end, I literally said that's all that matters. So,
Weird, Jameson is actually in first place when it comes to that.
Dizzy Reed, you're up.
Hasn't done shit yet. Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. I will.
Reed, you can't see 5 feet in front of you.
Okay.
But
step- I'll-
yeah, there you go. But you take solace knowing that the darkness is for you and not for them.
That's right. Yeah. I do this. I step
You don't think
outside.
darkness is your ally? All right, whatever. What?
5.
That's 10 feet so
five.
far. Or
Um,
5 if you step diagonally. So yeah.
Yeah,
5 feet
step
so
5
far.
if I step. Yeah, 5 diagonally. I will. I will. Fuck it. I'll just.
Something
I'll
about
step
the
forward.
triangle and the clapping. It's just my
I'll
favorite.
step forward here, and then I'll swing my icy longsword.
Oh yeah. All right.
That's a miss.
Yeah, unfortunately that misses. You slice straight through him, and then suddenly he's not standing there, but there.
Ah.
Yes, right there.
Anything else?
Nope. That's my turn.
All right. Wrecking Ball, Lieutenant Second Colonel Humongous, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna turn my character to appropriately look at this dude and say, only a real man can wield this weapon, nerd. And hit him in the face.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Swing
yeah.
with the second swing. Well, that shouldn't be advantage, so 14, which misses.
Okay, but yeah, the first one does hit, and you do 15 damage,
God damn it.
Cool.
and your
Gain 3 more.
your bubble grows by 3.
Yeah.
Bubble?
Yeah.
Bubble boy.
Don't worry about it.
absorbed
Don't
the
worry about that.
necrotic damage.
Yeah. Yeah, essentially, I might as well. Hold on.
No, I mean you don't. I mean like, I'm all for DM PC like secrets
Yeah.
that nobody else knows about.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'm sure if you asked him, he would be happy to tell you how all that remains works.
yeah, Humongous, the most talkative member of our party. I'm sure he
Yeah.
would just love to share his
Anyways,
secrets.
you do 15 damage to Crag, and he still stands. And he says, yeah, I gotta tell you, I thought about picking up the blade myself, but I didn't know how to hold it.
Oh, you just grab it on
I didn't
this
know
part.
where to grab it. It's got no hilt.
You just kind of manhandle it and you just whack people with it, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't take it
Best
not from the
friend.
handling man. And then
Dude, you want to try? Like, just grab it. Like, it's easy.
he starts to reach for it, and then he's like, no. And he's like, wags his finger at you like, you almost had me there. All right.
Open-handed.
This is good.
And then I
man.
look at the crowd and I start pumping them up and I like gesture to the sword and gesture to him and
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, the crowd goes nuts. They have seen this sword do damage aplenty today, and they begin to chant your name. Shoo, Mongus! Shoo, Mongus! Shoo, Mongus! Stella, you're up.
Yeah, so I'm looking at this guy, and he's
Shoo,
got...
Mongus! It's all you can hear. Seriously.
He's like all blurry, right? Like,
Yeah.
if I attacked him, I feel like I would be at some sort of disadvantage, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna try to just full on, like, tackle him, like Rakah.
That's an attack. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, so is that a disadvantage, an athletics thing?
Absolutely.
I don't know. I suck at it. But I'm
Holy
gonna go for it.
shit!
Apparently
Yeah.
not that much.
Hey!
You do have to roll again, though.
Oh, right.
Because grappling is an attack.
19, come on.
Okay, well, let me pull it up again. Here I
It's
go.
a pretty good
I have a
grapple.
plus
Yeah.
0.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And it's Aveam we're talking about. So he's gonna use dexterity. Yeah, you
I
you
fucking just
tackle
drop the
him.
sword and tackle him.
In the split-second decision, you pick the one you think is real, and then you tackle the other one, and you grab hold of him. And the other one, the first one disappears, and you have Aveam in your grasp.
I hold him for dizzy.
Yeah, you
Fuck. Yeah.
do. You notice Aveam smells familiar to you.
Oh.
He smells like
My
open
dad.
fields and yes and still waters and the approval of a stern warlike father.
Wow.
Oh.
That's weird.
One hell of a smell.
As you touch him, you become slightly infatuated by him.
Oh.
Ah.
But you still have him grappled. Rakah, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna maybe I'm
Wait,
gonna
I
try
still have
to.
my move, right, though?
Yeah.
Because I didn't.
Oh
move.
yeah, you're right. No, don't let me cut you short. You still have a movement.
Well, I can't push him, though. Like, I couldn't, like, throw him in the fire pit or anything, right?
I mean,
Without jumping in myself.
you can try.
Fuck it, I'll try it.
Can't you, John? What are the grapple rules? Can't you shove as a part of a grapple, or is that another move? Is that another attack?
Shoving is an attack, but you can move the opponent
But only 5 feet, right?
half of your. Well,
Half
it
of your
depends
move
on
speed.
strength. Half of your move speed, and it depends on their strength as well.
Yeah.
Hold on, I've got the grappler's guide pulled up.
Grappler's guide.
Just copy and paste the appropriate material into the chat.
Okay, hold on.
Hugh! Mongus!
Mongus. Phew, Mongus. They love it, man.
Oh, the hype is real.
Oh yeah.
Let's see here.
If I can't do that, then I have another set of ideas.
I'm beginning to think that you might be able to take a 10-foot to move 5 foot to the east, and then drop Aveam into the pit.
Okay. Can I?
Here
go
comes
ahead and
Rakah
do that?
with-
Have to roll?
Here comes Rakah with the ruling.
Hold on.
Nope. Never mind.
Damn it, I tried to copy it, but it was the wrong thing. Here we go. I got you, boyo. Okay.
It's definitely not my job to know all the rules.
Hold on.
Well, that's moving. What about
Yeah, he can move.
Yeah. He's moving his
turn.
opponent.
Shoving takes an attack.
Okay.
Yeah, but we're not
you
thinking
can
about.
move.
Let's see. When you use your movement, they will simply be dragged with you, but your speed is halved.
Ooh, read more.
Cool. Yeah, I'll say for right now, you cannot drop him in the pit.
Okay. Well.
You have him grappled.
Okay.
right.
And I can move half.
Yeah,
So I can
you can move at
50.
half speed.
I'm gonna take them over to here. because that's 15 feet.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I got him, guys. Or can we all fit in there? Is he in my space, or how's that
No,
work?
he's not in your space. He's in the space 5 feet from you.
Oh, then can I switch it so I'm in the darkness and I'm just holding him out of it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
It's your turn. You see this thin, elfish-looking man
Yeah.
thrust toward you from the darkness.
Okay.
Crag lets out a simple, "Oh, hey, bro."
Okay. So both of these guys are bloodied, correct?
Yeah.
That's all I really know about them. Okay. Well, I'm going to attack recklessly at a bear guy.
He has the simplest name in existence.
Crag.
Crag Bearson.
Crag Bearson.
His name is clearly Bear Guy.
His name
Bear guy.
was Crag Bearson.
Anyway,
His
I'm
name
attacking.
was Crag Bearson.
That's what the crowd starts
His
chanting.
name was Crag.
The crowd is chanting all in
hits.
one.
Yeah, that
21
hits.
works. All
Yeah,
right.
21 hits.
Here's a damage for that.
All right.
And I'm going to use the bonus action that Tavern Brawler offers.
Grapple.
Try to grab him.
All right, go for it.
Okay, let's see if I can make this work against this ace hole. Actually, he's a pretty likable guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Does a
Yeah,
20 work?
Yeah, that works.
All right. Well, I still got another attack, so I'm moving him. I want to take him over there.
Want to take him to the pit?
Yeah, we going to the pits. So,
Alright. So you step where?
yeah. So I'm gonna get to here,
Alright.
and then I just want to I want to jump up, and I want to basically what I want to do is kind of like basically wrap him over my shoulders so he's on my back, and then jump in, and then do a front flip and like land on top of him. You know
So
what
you-
I'm saying?
Oh,
Yeah.
I know exactly what this is.
I want to hoist him on me back. Okay.
All
so,
right. So you've got him on your back.
Yep. And I'm gonna
and
jump on
you,
in there.
Are you jumping into the pit? All right. Roll another athletics check.
Would he provoke an attack of opportunity from the rogue because he's leaving his space vertically?
He's grappled.
It doesn't matter. You can still take attacks of opportunity when you're grappled. Remember, grappling only means that your speed becomes 0.
Yeah, that's right. I guess I can.
The answer to that question is yes. But John, go ahead and roll athletics to see how high
I
you
won't-
jump.
Yeah. Let me see here.
Okay.
This is
You
what
did
I'm-
provoke an attack, but he missed. So yeah, you leap into the air. 21 on athletics with the boots of striding and springing. You jump 30 feet into the air.
Jesus.
Okay.
If you had wanted to, with this leap, you could have jumped to the top of one of the pillars.
Holy
In-
shit.
Instead,
Damn.
you soar through the air. The crowd goes eerily silent. And then the only thing anyone hears is, "Oh no!" as you flip him over your shoulder, and you begin to fall with him, and you land on top of him.
Yeah.
I like to imagine you land and you plant your feet together into his chest.
Yeah, that's a way to
Damn.
do it.
And he's gonna take 5d6, and he
Christ.
as you land on top of him, you hear and feel the life exit his body. And
Damn.
as he begins to disappear, like slowly become translucent, the fire takes him over in a Viking funeral.
Oh.
And you hear the distant sound of his home calling to him.
Wow.
Damn.
And,
That's cool.
and he's gone, yeah. That's
Yeah.
good
Very
attack.
cool.
Well
Well,
done.
here's that just for good measure.
Slightly below average.
Yeah.
Well done.
Hack of into anybody.
He's dead. All right,
Damn.
and you are in the pit. So at the end
I'm
of
in
your
the
turn, you
pits.
take 2 damage?
Yeah, how much did I take from that fall? Oh, I guess half of that. Would I take 7?
Well, no, you take wasn't it half of half? So yeah, last time I ruled it was half of half. So you take 3.
Since I used him as a meat shield.
Yeah, you take 3.
God damn.
Cool.
And then ending your turn in the fire, don't you take 3 as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you take 6 damage.
Okay.
Mal, you're up.
Okay.
The
I didn't
crowd
specify.
roars again, by the way. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say they're still silent because they've seen him jump into the pit, but they haven't seen anyone come out. So
Alright.
the crowd is eerily silent.
Yeah, they should be.
So,
Punch him in the lip.
silent.
Punch him in the lip.
Okay.
You're up, Mal.
I didn't specify this when I transferred the hex because I'm bad about it and I always forget to, but I would like to confer disadvantage on dexterity checks for the rogue.
Yeah!
Yeah. Hooray. So I do that, and then I think I'm just gonna blast him.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah.
Not as good.
Yeah, unfortunately they don't hit. Fortunately, they also don't hit Stella.
Yeah.
Yay!
Good. Yeah.
Alright, do you want to move?
No, I think I'm gonna stay here.
Alright.
But I'm gonna awaken mine to the rogue, and I'm just gonna say, give up now. It'll be easier for you.
Okay. You do. He is going to make an acrobatics check to break out of the grapple. So Stella, I need. Okay, I need you to make a athletics check.
Okay, Bless doesn't help with rolls like this, right?
It does. It's ability.
Bless does?
Yeah.
Okay,
Bless
so I can
is, attack. Oh no, the saving throw. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm going to help him and roll, and then well, what is it? Can I
He
do
already
that?
has disadvantage. Jesus.
Well, why not double up on it?
Touché.
He gets it after, like, resting, right? You're all your bardic
I get
stuff.
it. Yeah, we're going to short rest. I'm not.
Yeah,
Like,
So, what is
wait,
it?
hang on. What is it? Cutting words. Oh wait, yeah. I'm just gonna cutting words. What that person rolls. I'll wait until Thomas rolls.
Okay. His roll fails anyways without your cutting words.
Cool.
Oh, great. I got you.
He rolls at disadvantage, so.
Yeah.
15's
hard to beat when you're disadvantaged.
Yeah. So first he attempts to get out of your grapple, and he fails. John, what kind of action is that? Is that just a standard action?
A grapple?
Yeah.
No,
or
it's
attempting to
grapple.
break out of a
To
grapple.
attempt to break a grapple is your action, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's.
So.
Hey!
Okay. So Aveam, he concedes. The crowd is silent still, and Aveam shouts. He shouts. By the wrath of the lady, I concede. And the crowd goes. Fucking nuts.
Fucking nuts.
They explode in a fervor, a pitch of celebration and applause.
Yeah.
And the announcer hesitates for a moment and eventually says, "I don't believe my eyes." And Brakal jumps out of the pit.
Charizard!
And the announcer goes, the winner by concession is Tiger Mafia LLC. Yeah. And the whole crowd goes fucking nuts, and everyone applauds. Aveam stands and he extends a hand to Stella, like in a polite handshake. And
taking it
Just
around.
old would have spit in that guy's face.
No.
And you all roses are thrown from the arena, from the audience into the stadium. It must be dozens and dozens, maybe 100 roses are all thrown into the stadium.
Ooh, I'm gonna get some of those.
And the audience goes nuts. The announcer explains, and with that surprising upset, the newcomers defeated last season's champions. And we are finished from the great gymnasium. Good night.
Damn.
And you see out of the eastern locker room, the team that you just totally decimated. They all walk out of the locker room. Crag is rubbing his shoulder. Thrain is moving in his robotic armored motions, and most notably, Keeks
Holding her goddamn head.
doesn't no she's Keeks head and all. She doesn't walk out of the stadium as in so much as she bamfs in a puff of fire and brimstone directly next to Humongous, and she grabs Hugh's hand and she lifts it into the air, and everyone just goes crazy. And Ollie comes out of your locker room, and he is running at full speed, and he runs up to you all and he explains, "Amazing! What a job, incredibly well done. I am so impressed. This definitely. Let me just say, if you end up with 5 wins and more than 5 teams have 5 wins, this definitely constitutes a tiebreaker." An official wearing black and green robes steps out.
Referee.
Yeah, steps out from the southern area here and climbs out from the stadium. As almost all of the cagers are leaving the stadium, he comes into the stadium with a number of sacks of gold, and he throws them all at each of you, and you each receive 300 gold.
Yeah.
For your victories.
All your experience points belong to us.
As the crowd begins to thin, you notice Hugh, you notice a face that you recognize. It is your little friend Omat. This guy.
Fromage.
The Lingua climbs the barrier out from in the stands, and he runs up to you and he just says, "My friend, what a beautiful fight! Oh, you did it! You fought for your friends. You are my hero."
You are my hero, and I just want to pick him up gently and place him on my shoulders and hold his hands up with mine and just trot around with him for a second. Yeah.
All right, yeah. You make a victory lap, and you hold Omat on your right shoulder as you run the expanse of the ring, and as you do, he reaches his hands up towards the crowd and the people who are still there, who are definitely Tiger Mafia fanatics now. They're reaching their hands out, and they're tagging Omat as he tags them all, and he's like, "Yeah, that was amazing. This is the best. I just love you guys." And he's definitely having a great time. Oli gathers you all up, and he says, "Now this is important. We're gonna have a moment here. Everyone, dust yourselves off and come with me." And you all gradually leave the stadium, and you head north, and you walk towards the VIP box. And Oli says, "All right, everyone, I mean it. Be on your best behavior. We're gonna make introductions, and we're gonna leave. We're gonna go back to where you stay in the Whole Note Inn. Dinner's on me. Absolutely wonderful. But, and this is important, we got to get through this first. Don't fuck this up." And he
can handle that, Oli. Don't worry.
Okay.
Well, what is it?
He opens the door and you walk in.
I give Dizzy Reed a look. I'm just like,
Yeah.
don't.
You walk
And
in.
I look back and I go and I wink.
Hey.
Shot like do the finger guns.
Yeah.
And then wink at him.
And you step into a very well decorated, comfortably furnished, ornate chamber in which you see Shemeshka, and she's sitting at a private table. She has 6 or 7. She's got 7 small wispy tieflings crowding around her, feeding her figs and fanning her, and basically treating her every whim. And the fox-like creature stands, and as she does, all of her tieflings drop to their knees, and she walks toward you all, and she says, I am extremely flattered that you would pay me the respect of visiting me after your victory. And I must know, who are you? Where does Tiger Mafia hail from?
Tiger Mafia LLC.
And she turns to whoever is in front. And so I'm gonna roll. There's 6 of you, right? So I'm gonna roll a d6. And we're gonna find out who gets to talk
Also,
to
can we
Shemeshka.
say I picked up my sword before we
Yeah,
left?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I stole the broom.
gather up everything. No, you don't steal the broom. Unfortunately, the broom is. Do you want to steal the broom?
Yes.
Okay, you grab the broom.
I definitely thought about it. Good work,
Yeah,
Dizzy.
yeah.
Do I need to roll anything?
No.
right.
You grab the broom and you tuck it close to your person and you leave.
Yeah.
And I will send you a magic item card for Broom of Flying.
Did I see him take the broom?
Yes, you did see him take the broom.
He's not happy about it. But he can't.
I
He
can't
can't do anything about it.
I'm new.
I just
You got.
Yeah, true.
sorry,
All right,
new guy.
so I rolled a 3, and so I'm just gonna go character tab. It goes Brakal, and then Dizzy, and then Hugh. So Hugh.
Party takes you.
Yeah, the one that
Yeah.
we really,
Shemeshka was extremely pleased with your brutality, and she explains so. She steps to you and she says, "A warrior such as yourself, leading this group of individuals, you made mincemeat. You devoured my champions. I must know, where do you hail from, adventurer?"
All I know is the lust for blood in combat.
Okay. Shemeshka smiles. She reveals sharp canines and a wicked, devilish grin, and she explains.
That's some nice teeth.
She explains, Lieutenant Second Colonel, I could have use for a man of your talent and skill. We will meet again. And with that, yeah, with that, Shemeshka takes a deep bow, and Oli sort of gathers you all up and whispers, "That's it. That's it. Time to go. Let's go." And with that, you all leave the room. And as the door closes, Oli takes a deep, deep breath, a deep sigh of relief.
Are you alright, Oli?
He says, "Well, that woman, she pulls all the strings in this town. If it weren't for the Lady of Pain, there would be only one lady in Sigil."
That fox just there. You're telling me she's the most powerful and influential person in the city, aside from the lady.
With a singular exception, absolutely. And she is not to be messed with. And I commend you all greatly on withstanding her presence. And it's a wonderful tool to have Shemeshka the Marauder on your side. Just tread lightly. And as you're all leaving, you meet up with, at the exit, two more familiar characters, Sister Priscine and Knuckles Cracking.
Oh.
They walk up to you. Sister Priscine approaches and she says, "What a fortunate turn of events that the other squad you were meant to fight just so happened to meet a nefarious end." And at that, you notice Knuckles Cracking looks away from you all and doesn't meet your eyes.
I'm glad you could be there to witness it, Priscine.
Absolutely. Mal, Hugh, Princess Stella, recall your feats. Your jumping was obscene. So splendid. Oh, and Dizzy Reed, for a halfling, you pack quite a punch, I must say. And you, my dwarven friend. So this.
Who are you talking to? Which dwarven friend are you talking to?
Dizzy Reed, you're never going to be able to pass yourself off as a dwarf as much as you could.
I bow so deeply, something slips out of my shirt, and I quickly tuck it back in.
Okay, you do. And
it's a Dorito.
Priscine smiles and she says, "My new friend, you have nothing to fear for your expression of religion. Absolutely will not offend me. Come, everyone. Let us dine and discuss our futures together."
Oh. Wow.
She seems incredibly won over. In fact, as you all walk through the guild hall ward, the ward is it's middle class. You walk through a dozen or so ethnic neighborhoods, each one different outer planar species huddled together in blocks at a time. You walk through a Fire Genasi square, and you walk through a Borear field, and you walk through these neighborhoods. The sky is overcast. The roads are fairly dirty, not too clean, and fairly crowded. But as Priscine and Knuckles Cracking lead you all through the guild hall ward, you have made fans of a number of people in the streets.
Try to get as many high fives as possible.
You do. You high five at least a dozen people in the Fire Genasi square alone.
Yes.
You all people call out your names. They have immediately recognized you. You've made a large impact. You aren't the official champion, but as you have defeated the official champion,
We might as well be the official champions.
you feel an adoration. You are the people's champions, and you gradually make your way back to the ladies' room. And I'm sorry, not the ladies' ward. Yeah, the clerk's ward. And you make your way towards the Whole Note Inn. And with that, you all relax. You make it inside. You sit down and you prepare to eat with Priscine and all of the will of the one. And we can call it there for the night.
We survived with minimal casualties.
Everyone.
I did want to awaken mine to the group to basically tell them to. Basically, what I want to say is Priscine might not seem like the most pleasant person, but I think she has a lot to offer us. So try to be nice to her.
Yeah. There are 6 of you, and there were 6 enemies, and so you each get 2,000 experience.
Whoa!
Jesus.
Because these were all adventurers of your level or higher, or maybe a little bit lower. Like when it comes to the druid, level 4, or when it came to the barbarian, level 5, level 6. So
hey, we're only 4,000 away.
You each get 2,000 experience.
Not me. I'm closer than you guys.
And I'll have to send Joseph. I'll have to send you a magic item card for a broom of flame.
I level up. Woo!
Yeah.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey!
You're level 4, and what is this?
Quattro.
I'm 1,000 away from level up.
And very well done, everyone.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. That was
Now
cool.
you have to tell your friends
Yeah,
that we're better than them. And you're gonna have to make us win. when
You have to
fight
tell
them.
you have to tell.
For continuity
Oh, an
purposes.
ambiguous voice. I wonder who that could be.
That's how we remember it.
No one.
Ambiguously gave duo.
Good job, guys. You
Yeah,
did
man.
wonderful.
That was really fun.
That was cool.
Money.
I've always
Those
wanted
guys-
to do that, to pit like two parties against each other, but that was cool, and I'm glad we won because we're clearly
Yeah.
superior.
And I feel like we're gonna win our battle against them too.
Yeah, I think you will too. Actually, I fully expected them to defeat you in your battle.
It
and
felt
you
like that
to
at the
defeat
beginning.
Them in their battle.
Yeah, when I went down
yeah.
in like fucking.
Yeah,
3
yeah.
turns.
It felt like that until it was Humongous's turn.
Yeah, holy shit, dude.
Jesus.
Yeah, and then he like 2-hit KO'd.
Fucking snapped up some souls.
I'm surprised
the walking fireball.
That
I'm
was
surprised I
nuts.
succeeded in 3 different athletic checks with a +0 modifier.
Yeah, that was
That's
bad.
hilarious.
To a rank with acrobatics.
That was
I gotta
fucking
say,
cool.
I
Well,
think
it
my
works
favorite
out,
part
man.
was Rakov leaping into the air and
30 feet.
and making a plot point out of seeing a floating person in the sky
Multiple times he jumped
returning
in the air.
to the fight.
To like pile drive people into the fucking pit. That was pretty cool.
Taking a mild segue, you know, just to see what's over the mountaintops, you know, playing the.
Yeah, you're like a dolphin, and you came up for plot, and then you like went back down. That was
It was a breach, if you will, a slight, you know, break from combat. But,
I have
you know,
expected it to
gotta
be the
be
Lady of Pain just floating up in the air, but you know.
Yeah. Well,
We're not that cool yet.
We
No,
don't,
not that cool.
we don't even know.
awesome. Well, I hope you guys had a good time.
That was cool, man.
What the fuck?
Start and end with a crit. Very appropriate.
Hey.
Let's,
You know what that means?
let's plan for
Yep, good to
Thursday
play
again?
EverQuest.
Next Thursday.
I'll be gone, but you guys have fun.
Are you available at any other day next week?
No, I'm going to Puerto Rico for work, so I'll be gone through.
Okay.
I'll be back Friday, but
Okay. Well, we'll see you in 2 weeks.
sounds good.
It's a perfect way to kill him off.
And Kevin, you are an absolute wonderful addition to the group.
Thank you. I'm having a good
MVP.
time.
Yeah, we're super happy to have you.
I told you, Thomas, he's one of us.
I should have listened to John and Joseph earlier and just added you a long time ago. But I was lazy and I don't trust
That's
outsiders.
fair. That's fair.
So you were fucking.
You can tell us how you really
Outlander.
feel.
Yeah,
You're a
That
fat
was
orc,
really
is what you're
weird.
saying.
yeah.
But
But
outsiders.
yeah. What does next Thursday work for the rest of you guys?
That works for me.
Yeah.
And
I can probably do
let
it.
me ask this: after you guys have a probably brief, or maybe as long as you want it to be, dinner with the rest of the group, and then you rest. Is there anything specific you would like to do next time we play?
I think
Well, we have to do the Joseph thing, right?
Well,
We have
Yeah,
to
go
went
on.
through my thing, went through your thing, and
Well,
we
no, with
have,
my thing, we have to do once I use the potion, is what we agreed on. I think you said you have to do yours like the next day.
Yes.
or next
okay.
couple of days.
Yeah.
We can
that
always do that. We can always.
Yeah, that was
we
kind
can
of
always
me
see you.
being a jerk and laying a trap. But yeah, you absolutely did promise that the very next day, you told Lolo you would meet her in the morning outside her shop, and you would she would give you the passcode and the port key to the lost halls of Everforge. So let's plan on doing that next Thursday, okay?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
And then
Awesome.
and then we can well yeah.
And we can
I hope
get-
Ashton can play again.
Me too.
He was
Well,
fun.
Yeah. Well, he'll be back. We know he'll be back eventually. Sort of the whole point of the rotating cast was going to be like, we know there's going to be weeks where half the people can't make it. So,
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Awesome. Well, I had a great time. You
Yeah,
guys
Good shit.
did a great
Heck
job. And if you have any questions, you can always email me anything, and I'll talk to you guys later. Okay.
All right, sounds
Cool.
good. Peace,
See
homie.
Thanks,
you.
Thomas.
Good night, everybody.
Night.